understands, and helps you plan with confidence. Melissa Stockman, CHFC Chartered Financial Consultant and Financial Advisor with Edward Jones & Bryan, is here to help you navigate life's big moments, from saving for college to planning for retirement and protecting your family's future. As a Chartered Financial Consultant, Melissa has advanced training to create customized strategies tailored to your unique goals and circumstances. At Edward Jones, she takes the time to get to know you, your goals, your dreams, and your priorities, then builds a personalized plan to help you reach them step by step. It's not about quick fixes, it's about long-term relationships and real results. Take control of your financial future today. Call Melissa Stockman at 419-633-0647 or visit her office at 130 North Main Street in Bryan. Melissa Stockman, your goals, your future, your partner in planning. Need quality concrete work or reliable hauling? Call DeLarber Concrete and Hauling. We handle it all. Flat work, pole barn floors, driveways, patios, and stamped concrete that turns heads. We also haul stone, mulch, and dirt delivered right to your project. Big or small, we've got you covered. Call Josh today for your free estimate at 419-576-0401. That's 419-576-0401. DeLarber Concrete and Hauling. Solid work delivered. Nestled in the heart of Sherwood, Ohio, Crystal Fountain Park invites you to say I do in a place where history whispers around every corner. Surrounded by 28 acres of woods, meadows, illuminated trails, outdoor chapels, a tranquil reflection pond, and fire pit lounges. Whether planning a wedding, rehearsal dinner, or elegant gathering, Crystal Fountain Park blends historic elegance with modern flexibility and heartfelt service. Visit crystalfountainpark.com or call 419-576-1910 today to book your unforgettable moment. Fitzenreiter HVAC, keeping Northwest Ohio comfortable since 1955. Whether it's scorching summer heat or bitter winter cold, Fitzenreiter has your back with expert heating, cooling, and indoor air quality solutions for your residential and commercial needs. Need fast, reliable service? Call the local pros you can trust. Fitzenreiter HVAC. Give them a call today at 419-784-0828 or visit fitzenreiterhvac.com for more info. Under the lights this Friday night. While your team is taking hits on the field, who's got your back off the field? At Batten Stevens Body Shop in Defiance, we tackle the toughest repairs, from fender benders to full collision restoration. Our iCar Gold Class team scores big on quality and service. Proudly serving Defiance County for over 40 years, with certified technicians, advanced diagnostics, and lifetime warranties. We work with all major insurance providers. Batten Stevens Body Shop, the home team when your car takes a hit. Visit us at battenstevens.com or call 419-497-3111. BSN Sports is your go-to business for purchasing uniforms, equipment, spiritware, and anything else your athletic program needs, giving you more time to impact lives in the field. With over 1,200 sales professionals who live, work, and serve in your community, you're always just a short drive or phone call away. Be sure to give your local sales rep and Jim Garris a call for any of your athletic supply needs. Football season is here, and NWO Sports has you covered like never before. Catch the NWO Sports Podcast Football Edition every week as we break down local matchups, give our predictions, and talk all things high school football. And don't miss the NWO Sports Radio football broadcast, bringing you the action live from the sidelines all season long. Plus, stay connected 24/7 with up-to-date scores, highlights, and exclusive content. Like, subscribe, and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube so you never miss a play. NWO Sports, your home for local football coverage your way.
We're live from Charles Buckenmeyer Stadium in Napoleon, Ohio, as NWO Sports brings you Week 6 action as the Napoleon Wildcats play host to the Southview Cougars. The Southview Cougars come into the Northern Lakes League contest with a record of 1-4. Coach Steve Hardy is hoping his dynamic duo of Mo MacArthur and Adam LaPla can guide the Cougars to their second NLL win of the season. Napoleon comes into this with a 3-2 record, but Coach Swery and the Wildcats are only 8 points away from being 5-0. Hayden Grohl is having an outstanding season with senior running back George Eggers being eased back in that rotation. This could become an electric 1-2 punch. It's the Southview Cougars and the Napoleon Wildcats tonight. As always, I am Matthew Janney, and I'm joined by Mr. X's and O's, the offensive wizard and the pride and joy of Lima Senior, Coach Tony Crier. You ready to get this train rolling, Coach?
You know I've been waiting all week for Friday night.
First off, Coach, let's talk about the coaches in this contest. Both are fourth-year head coaches, with Tyler Swery having a 20-21 record with his Wildcats. and Coach Steve Hardy holding a 20-18 record for the Cougars. Coach, you had an opportunity to question both coaches this week. What are your thoughts on both of them?
Definitely two professionals, without a doubt. Definitely class acts, first class. Definitely happy with them, with what they were willing to share. And just talking, in terms of like everything they were willing to share, not a lot of coaches like to share as much information as both these coaches did to help us out with the broadcast. A lot of coach speak normally when we talk to them, but tonight definitely both coaches honest, gave us great answers, and definitely are going to help us at least get both teams on the right foot tonight.
Yeah, but I did have an opportunity to talk to Coach Swery at the NWO kickoff show, and really good guy, real good guy. Now on the Napoleon side, they lost a heartbreaker to Defiance in the season opener, but has bounced back well, going 3-1 behind junior Hayden Grohl. Last week he ran for 241 yards and 4 touchdowns. The loss of their outstanding all-around player, Trey Rubenstein, has hurt, but Coach Swery has a team coming together, especially on defense, behind juniors Ignacio Corona, Max Swihart, and Zach Barton. The team is heating up, and George Eggers is almost ready to be fully unleashed. Coach, what are you looking for tonight out of the Wildcats?
Tonight, I'm looking for them to, in terms of what Coach Swery said, pound the rock. Coach Swery has talked about that they have done a fairly good job at that. And so I'm looking forward to seeing, they say Eggers is about 80%, but they're expecting him to carry a full load tonight. And I'm kind of interested to see what that 1-2 punch is going to bring in terms of this Wildcat offense, because they've shown they want to run the ball, and they want to run it effectively in their hybrid wing T style. So definitely interested to see how they move them in and out of the backfield, and kind of what things they're going to scheme up for both players.
It's going to be interesting. For Southview, they had a rough start due to a tough schedule and a lot of injuries. None more costly than senior Jackson Augustiniak. Augustiniak led the team in tackles last year. Big things were expected this year. However, he's out tonight. So it's next man up, and senior Michael Miller is having a great year with 31 tackles, 2 sacks, and a forced fumble. On offense, Jackson Hesse has embraced the quarterback spot and has some very good talent around him. I got quiet in here. I thought they were starting national anthem. But Jackson Hesse doing a great job at quarterback, as he's found 9 different receivers. Lost from last year's 7 starters. Coach, do you feel like they have established their identity yet, or are they still trying to get it down?
Talking to Coach Hardy, he said that they're still looking to see who they really are. They feel that the last 3 weeks, that wasn't their identity. And I get it, because they're actually going back the last 4 weeks. They've played Oregon Clay, Toledo Whitmer, Findlay, Perrysburg. 4 really, really tough NLL schools. Definitely schools that I have a lot of past with myself from my coaching days. But so I know how hard the schedule has been for them. And I understand, like, it's been a just complete slugfest for them right now. And scoring points was definitely difficult because of the competition, but at least they beat their rival Northview. So at least we're looking in the right direction. Like I said, talking with Coach Hardy, he said that we do not feel that the last 3 weeks are our identity. So we're looking to show our true colors the next 2 weeks, and then put ourselves in a position to not only make the playoffs, but to compete for the NLL Cardinal title.
Okay, now, Coach, we've seen Crestview's Braxton Leaf this year, one of the top running backs in Ohio, one of the top running backs in the nation, actually. We've all seen first-team All-State performers, Fairview's Will Zedike, Logan Olinger, Patrick Henry, Cal Schrader, Cal Albright, and others. Let's not forget defensive standouts, Jalen Manns and 2-time All-Ohio Grant Smith. Who in tonight's game should we watch for? Who's going to bring that wow factor?
When I look for those wow factors, those X factors for tonight, I'm looking for Napoleon, definitely the girl kid, and definitely George Eggers coming back from his injury. And then for Southview, I'm looking for LaPlace and MacArthur to definitely light up, I guess, on the receiving end tonight.
Yep. Now, a little bit off subject here, but something for this week. Where'd I go? Lost my note here. Okay, NWO Sports on the podcast this week. One of the hot takes was, what makes a great player? As a coach, when you have 30, 40, 50 kids that all want to start, we'll get back to this national anthem.
Under the direction of Mr. Andrew Lessing, Director of Bands, Napoleon Area Schools. The colors are being presented by post number 300 of the American Legion. The flag will be raised by the Sons of the Legion.
And we're back at it. Now, as we were talking about, one of the hot takes this week in NWO sports was what makes a great player. So, Coach, if you got a team standing there staring at you, what are your thoughts and what are you looking for? If I'm a 16, 17-year-old kid, what's it going to take to impress Coach Crie?
Well, first off, I want to ask myself, are they a team builder or a team killer? And what I mean by that is, what is their character like? Are they willing to come in? Are they willing to work hard? Are they showing up? Are they participating? And this means, like, are you participating on the scout teams? Are you looking to get into drills? Are you just standing out to the side watching? Or are you being a teammate and trying to help your other teammates build themselves as well? And then I'm also looking for, do you get it done in the classroom? A big part of this we forget is that these are student athletes. And so that big piece of that student part is what I'm looking for first and foremost. Because if you can get it done in the classroom, we can work with you getting it done on the field.
Good. Now, we're in week 6. So what do you say, kids out there who haven't got a lot of playing time they hope for the kids that maybe think about maybe not playing next year due to lack of playing time? What's your advice to them?
Keep plugging along. I mean, like I just got done saying, make sure you're on every scout team. Always get to the front of drills. Always try to get that extra rep, because coaches are always watching what you're doing and when you're doing it. And so, talk to your coaches about what you can do to improve. And then once the season ends, make sure you're playing another sport so you can get conditioning that way. Make sure you're in the weight room lifting weights. Get that exposure that you need, because, again, your time will come as long as you put that work in.
Yep. And especially, like you said, playing other sports. I was down at state track meet last year, and I remember talking to a couple of the Marion local athletes, and they told me it was a requirement. You played football, you're going to run track, or you're going to wrestle, or you're going to basketball, you're going to do something else. And lo and behold, they actually won the 4x400.
I'm definitely a big proponent of, if you want to play sports, go out and play more than one sport. One thing that I dislike is when students, they want to specialize in a sport and say they're only a basketball player. I'm only a football player. Like myself, I played football. I tried baseball, wasn't very good at it, so I decided to go out for the track team, and then weights in the winter. And that was great for me, because it kept me out of trouble. It kept my body in shape for the grueling season. Both because track can be a very grueling season as well.
Yep.
Fun, because I definitely enjoyed my track time as well. But go out, and because you only get that experience really for the most part those 4 years of high school. So go out, participate, and go have fun, because once you get 18 and you go into college or the workforce, I mean, sometimes real life hits you hard and you wish you were back and having that fun in high school.
And what was we told before the game by one of the teachers out here at Napoleon?
Oh, that, their top 2 running backs, Grohl and Eggers, they play football for wrestling.
Yes.
They're wrestlers.
Yes.
And so once again, we see that cross training, because that cross training actually helps you a lot more than the actual specializations.
Okay, we're getting ready to kick off here. Captains tonight, Napoleon was George Eggers, Cole Sarrigan, Isaac Meyer, and Hayden Gherkin. For Southview, Joe Tucker, Jackson Augustiniak, Michael Meyer, Aiden Shepard. Coach, we got get ready to kick off here. What's your 3 keys?
Right now for Napoleon, stay on schedule. Number 2, pound the rock. And number 3, keep the play in front of you. No explosives. And then for Southview, show who you are. You played some big teams. Let that experience matter, like we saw with Ayersville last week.
Kick went out of bounds. So Sylvania did win the toss and elected to kick off, but the kick went out of bounds about the 15-yard line. So,
and then to finish what I was saying with Southview, let that experience against the good teams that you had, let that matter, like we saw with Ayersville last week. Number 2, eliminate turnovers. The last 2 weeks, you've had 3 turnovers for touchdowns and 15 total turnovers on the year. Make turnovers yourself and keep the ball. And then number 3, fly to the football, gang tackle, and utilize your team speed to keep Napoleon's rush game down. Because if they can't run the ball, we could be in for a long night for Napoleon's offense. So here they come.
So here we come. Napoleon, ball set by the ref. So we got junior quarterback Kelby Parsons ready to lead the Wildcats onto the field. Takes a snap. Handoff, pitches it back to Eggers, who's going around right side. Tackled by number 6.
And when you looked at that play right there, with Eggers, getting a carry, let's get him involved in the game. So good job for Napoleon. Likewise, on the other side with Southview, good job right there. Already 5 guys flying to the football, first play of the game.
Yep.
Good to see. Hopefully we can keep that up for if you're a Southview fan.
Yep, that was Lucas Gurley with a 3-yard loss on the tackle. So it's second down, 13, score 0-0. Napoleon's in your navy blue jerseys, navy blue helmets, white pants. They're going from left to right against Southview with the orange helmets and white shirts and white pants. So here we go, second 13. Whistle, timeout, Napoleon.
Early timeout here, very interesting
Very
here.
early.
Early timeout, maybe some discombobulation in the huddle. I think they had some trouble lining up with where they were at with a trick formation there. So we'll see what happens. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back.
Fitzenreiter HVAC, keeping Northwest Ohio comfortable since 1955. Whether it's scorching summer heat or bitter winter cold, Fitzenreiter has your back with expert heating, cooling, and indoor air quality solutions for your residential and commercial needs. Need fast, reliable service? Call the local pros you can trust. Fitzenreiter HVAC. Give them a call today at 419-784-0828 or visit fitzenreiterhvac.com for more info. You're listening to all the action on NWO Sports Radio.
And here we go. Second down, 13, ball on the 32.
Napoleon shifting again. And now Southview's defense is trying to match up to it because I can see that they're trying to play to the strength.
Parsons gets the snap. He's got his receiver. Drop pass.
Fluttered that ball out there. Probably needed to put just a little more zip on that pass, but he should have caught that pass and probably would have picked up about 4 or 5 here. So now you're Napoleon, you're behind the sticks, which is exactly what you didn't want to begin with because of the fact that you're a run-first offense. And so now you're going to have to try to find something here with your wide receivers, Shergan, and your tight end, Maynard, and maybe look to see over the middle of the field here because that's where they like to attack on the passing game.
So here we go. Parsons shotgun. He's got Eggers beside him. Takes a snap. Handoff Eggers to the right side. Off. He's brought down by 3 guys.
So there they just ran a little counter play on third down here and see what we can do. And now here we go. We're going to line up the punt. Jax Roca.
Yep. Ernest Easley, the 4th, was in on that tackle.
Which watching both these programs, you want Napoleon to run the ball. Southview, they run a 3-3 stack. And one thing that Napoleon wanted to do was try to widen that stack out a little bit and get guys out of the box.
Gets the punt away. Out of bounds, 39-yard line. I was kind of looking forward to seeing what Adam LaPlante could do there.
Yeah. I hear he's a very explosive kid, not only in the return game, but also as a wide receiver as well. So hopefully Sylvania, they run more of an air raid style offense. They do like to run the ball as well. They have more of a 55-45 run pass split. So not a typical air raid team per se. So we'll see if maybe they're trying to break some tendencies tonight.
Yeah, week 1 against Northview, LaPlante I believe he had close to 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. Since then, he's been pretty quiet, but
again, that competition, like I said, from experience, that competition really, really strong.
First and 10 from the 40. Jackson Hesse takes the snap. He's got a man. Overthrows him.
Overthrew Gurley there.
Yep, he had Lucas Gurley down the left side, and he had his man beat. Mm-hmm. If that throws on the money, we could be looking at 6.
Because one thing Southview likes to do is they like to throw the screen pass. So they fake the screen, tried to go deep. We used to call that a fox route, where they fake block and then they go downfield. And so there, they sucked Napoleon down, had the guy wide open, just couldn't connect there. And those are plays that Southview, they need to connect on those plays and get some confidence back.
So here we go, second 10 from the 40. Handoff. Gets 1, 2, 3, about 4 yards there. Late flag on the play.
That was a late flag. Good run there by MacArthur as well.
That was a good run. It's like Jack Kramer was there on the tackle.
Initial calls holding on the offense here.
Yep. That was a late flag for a holding call.
That was, yeah, because it came in late.
So that's going to move them back to second and 15. Ball on the 40. Again, we got Southview going from right to left. 0-0. tell you, Coach, this is the first time I've been in the stadium for a while, and this is a really nice stadium.
It is. Napoleon has some really nice facilities. I'm definitely impressed that I see 1, 2, 3 practice fields. You know, it's right next to the school, so that's nice. You know, I see the soccer field. They got tennis courts across the street.
Yep.
They had a bunch of stuff. Great atmosphere tonight for a big NOL rivalry game.
Yep, so here we go. 2nd and 19, ball on the 31. Hesse takes a snap. Quick throw out to LaPla, and he's taken out about the 37.
And there's that quick screen that they showed on first down that they want to try to get accomplished there. Especially that really helps getting LaPla into the game and really try to get him to make the explosives.
So 3rd and 14, ball on the 36. We know what Coach would do. He's airing this out.
Without a doubt.
So here we go. 3rd and 14, ball on the 36.
I'd look to maybe some sort of post route here.
Hesse got the snap. He's going to take. Oh nope, he's got his man caught right at the sidelines.
This is going to be a close spot here.
I think they're going to give it to you. It's going to be first down, Southview.
So Southview here, they lined up on a 2x2 traditional shotgun set there, and what they did is they ran. That's a version of 4 verts where they switched the receivers, where the inside guy came outside and the outside guy came inside, and then they came back to the ball. So very nicely ran play there. I would definitely look to come back to that here.
Yep, and that was Lucas Gurley on the catch. Mentioned his name a couple times early, so.
And that's their 4th receiver, so good to get the 4th receiver.
Got a handoff, MacArthur up the middle. Nice run. Got 6 yards on the carry.
And that's good because this was a team that coming in, you know, they have 12 upperclassmen out already. Their senior leader, Shepard, their center, he's out until at least week 8, they were saying, with a knee injury. And they've already had to replace 3 starters along this offensive line. So it's good to get those linemen and those big guys out there because they want to get some confidence up as well.
So here we go, 2nd and 4, ball on the 43.
Bunch set to the far side. Another screen.
Oh, he broke one tackle. Oh, LaPla got hit pretty good.
See where they spot this because I'm pretty sure he's going to be close to the first down on that. Nope. Not going to give him the first down here, but he's pretty close.
Okay, 3rd and 4, ball on 31.
You know, we talked Jackson Hesse so far this year, 703 yards, 6 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. So definitely him himself is looking for just a little more consistency in the pass game. But we're trying to make sure the screen game probably will help him a lot to gain some confidence. But I'd like to see him throw the ball downfield more, maybe some openers and crossers in the middle, and really open up some of these run plays in for MacArthur, because if they can get to a more balanced set, I think Napoleon's going to be on their heels defensively.
Without a doubt, in that first play, they showed they can do it. Snap, hands off, goes to the right side, stop by Napoleon. He's going nowhere.
Big stop there by Napoleon. Big decision time here. I mean, it's 4th and short. I'm going for it, and it looks like they are too.
Yep,
but I'm wondering, they talked about how they have speed on the outside, and so here I wonder, are they going to try maybe a quick hitter against LaPla, or are they going to try to run it back up the middle against MacArthur, right into the teeth of this Napoleon 3-4 defense led by their nose guard Lucas Gurkin.
So here we go, 4th and 2, ball on the 41, 8:33 to go in the quarter. Hesse hands off up the middle, first down. Looks like that was Mo MacArthur, and that's somebody that Coach Hardy said he wanted to get involved. So,
and the more times you get him involved, and the more times you start wearing down this Napoleon defense, that's then when you can start saying, you know, we can run the ball, and when we start running the ball well enough, we're going to take some shots on you. So I'm wondering now, we've started to drive, maybe see what happens on first down here, but maybe try some trickeration or draw up some sort of explosive here.
Yep, first attempt in the 37, 4 receivers, throw out the lapel left side, wrapped up right away by number 4, Paul Saucer.
But right there, you know, he picked up 5 yards, and I know when I've said it before, and I'll say it again, a wide receiver on a screenplay, and you pick me up 5 yards, that's just as good as handing the ball off. because then you make Napoleon play in space. And sometimes you get that far out in space, it can be hard to make plays and tackle. And you're really showing what kind of discipline you are as a football team.
Yep, so 2nd and 6 from 34. Hesse shotgun. Handoff MacArthur going left side. Drug down right away.
And watching that run develop there, the offensive line, they got a good push up front. And if he would have just stayed with his blockers, he would have picked up a little bit more, but he tried to bounce it. And since he tried to bounce it, it led right to Napoleon there.
Yep, just got too impatient, and Lucas Gurka made him pay. So 3rd down and 4. Ball on the 31.
I will have to say, looking at this Napoleon defensive line, they are some big boys as well.
Yeah, yes, they are.
They've ran in number 73 and Jack Kramer, and then now they've run out number 72. Looking for his name right now.
Here we go, 3rd and 4. Hesse, he's going over the middle. He had Gurley, huh? I think Gurley heard footsteps.
Yeah, he did. And
it was a little high, but it was definitely catchable.
Definitely catchable, and then almost then picked off as well there by Cole Cregan. And that was a name that we thought we were going to say a lot on defense, but right now we're not seeing that right now.
Now, see, I'm from this area. It's Cole Sarrigan.
Sarrigan. Sorry,
but I'm a Tenora guy, and there's a lot of Sarrigans over there. So here we go, 4th and 4, ball on 31. Hesse,
flag down.
He's scrambling to the right.
Got a man.
He's going to get brought down by George Eggers. Big sack.
Big play by Eggers, really using his leverage there against the left tackle Anning. He had guys wide open. In fact, he had a touchdown if he would have just seen him, but I can tell that rush definitely affected him. Wonder what the penalty is, but Napoleon was definitely playing some aggressive defense, so I wonder if they're going to get him for that or not. Nope. Looks like sideline warning is initial call here. Let's see what they have. Okay, so
first down.
Sideline warning Napoleon. First down Napoleon.
Yeah, that was probably a 10-yard loss on that sack.
Got to get rid of the ball there. I mean, you had guys open. At least try to get rid of the football there. It's 4th down. You got to see, find somebody. But here we go. Napoleon back on offense. See if they can get that run game going here.
If they would have just threw an incomplete pass, Napoleon would have the ball on the 31. Instead, they got it on the 44.
That's field possession change for sure.
Yeah, Parsons takes a snap, hands off. Grohl got about 2.
Good run there. So put a guy in motion and a double lead block for him. Getting guys moving, getting Southview already flying to the football there. So they only picked up about 2, and it made sense because of the fact that the Southview defense maneuvered over as they saw the motion. So maybe the motion, they need to run away from the motion at this point in the game because they're going to fly to it.
So here we go. Junior quarterback Parsons under center.
Another shift.
Grohl again. Go left side. Oh, he's got nice power run. Tackled about, looks like the 41-yard line, 12-yard gain.
And so there, they did exactly what I just got done saying. They shifted back to the near side and ran a counter to the far side. And so they put 4, almost like a quads look, because they had double tights and a wide receiver, 2 wide receivers to the near side, and ran that counter to the other side. Beautiful play there.
Yep, some nice run by Hayden Grohl. 1st and 10 on the 43. Still 0-0. Southview Napoleon. We got handoff number 2.
Sarrigan.
Yep, Mr. Sarrigan.
And there we go, saying his name on the jet sweep there.
I think he maybe lost the yard, though.
Yeah, I didn't pick up too much there. But that play, again, they ran it to the motion because obviously they're running jet. Southview's all over that right now.
So here we go, 2nd and 10. Ball in the 43. Parsons under center. Grohl in the backfield. Sarrigan in motion. Fakes the pitch, handoff Grohl. If he can break that tackle, nice looking run. Got down to the 33-yard line with 2 guys. He drug 2 guys 5 yards, Coach.
Man, that's a strong run there by Grohl. And right there, Are you sure he's not listening to me right now? Because
Right.
they ran the motion from near to far side and then ran it back to the counter here off the toss. Good. Get some misdirection going. Get this Southview on their heels by running away from where they think the ball's going. So obviously then Coach Hardy thinks one of their tendencies is they're going to run to that strength.
Whistle on the field. I think they're just adjusting the yard markers here. So it's 1st and 10. Check that, 3rd and 1.
No, they did. They brought the spot back a little bit. It looked like they picked up the first down initially, but I think they brought it back a couple yards.
Yep. 3rd and 1 on the 33. You got Eggers and Grohl in the backfield. Hands off the Grohl up the middle. Broke one tackle, brought down.
And with this hybrid Napoleon wing tee that they're running, that's just a simple quick hitter right there to Grohl. And looking at the way that just Southview's aligning right now, they can hit that all night for big plays because there's nobody there.
Yep, if Lance Lucio for Southview got the tackle there, if he didn't grab onto those feet, then that would have been 6.
And right now in Napoleon, you can see them gaining that confidence. That offensive line is rolling right now.
1st and 10, ball in the 20. Under center, Parson, and whistle again.
They were going to run the lead there.
Not sure. Looks like Napoleon's walking backwards, but not sure why. Still 4 minutes to go in the quarter. 0-0.
It's a false start on Napoleon. And Napoleon, they got some size up front right now. And they definitely have the size advantage if they take advantage of this.
So here we go. 1st and 15, ball in 25. Still first quarter. Napoleon driving from left to right.
Another shift.
Parsons takes snap, pitch out to Eggers, running left side. Gets around,
Flag
tackle,
down.
flag.
Definitely a hold.
Gained 4 yards, but this one's coming back.
Well, I watched that as soon as that play developed here. I'm interested on because I think I saw more than one hold there. So definitely want to try to keep those arms on the inside.
Yeah, and I think as a lineman or receiver that's out there, when you got a pitch, that guy just has to get to the edge. You're trying to do what you can to let him get there, but
without a doubt. Now, one thing, referees, they've talked, and one thing they always talk about, because there's obviously holding on every play. We know that.
Oh, yeah.
And they always say, like, as long as you're moving your feet, you can grab cloth. But the minute you lose your feet and you're still grabbing, they're going to call that 100% of the time.
So here we go. 1st and 25. Parsons in the shotgun. Swing pass out to Eggers. Broke one tackle. Down to the 30.
And another place where 5 different Southview guys are in on that tackle. And right there, Napoleon, they're in a 1st and 25 situation, not built for their offense. And right there, we just see a nice, simple swing pass to George Eggers, picked up a couple. They're going to need to do more than that, I think, if they're going to want to win this game. Because if they're going to rely on this run game, I don't think they're going to be able to, handle it down the road here in the 3rd, 4th quarters.
So here we go. 2nd 21. Ball in 31. Parsons gets snapped. He's got it out to his tight end on the left. Nice little gain, about 4-yard gain. He's drugged down.
Nice little pitch and catch there to Corona. And both wide receivers ran just simple clear out routes. He ran a speed out to the outside and was found very wide open there for a big gain. So now, it's still a big game, but you're still behind the chains now, 3rd and 12. And, you've picked up some chunk. You're going to need another chunk play now just to get yourself in a 1st and goal situation.
Here we go from the 23-yard line.
But I wonder if we're getting into a Mallory field goal situation.
Parsons hands off to Eggers. Broke one. He's going to go. He's got 5. Touchdown, George Eggers. Welcome back, young man.
And the Southview defense again there. The Southview defense definitely fell for the counter move there because they thought they were going to run to the near side here and ran to the counter far side. And there was nobody there except for a corner to that far side. And it was an easy touchdown for Eggers. Welcome back, George. What a touchdown there. And that touchdown run brought to you by Edward Jones and Melissa Stockman.
And there we have it. Napoleon 6, Southview 0. Lined up for the extra point. Low kick, but it is good.
Good kick there by Mallory.
So Napoleon 7, Southview 0, 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Good drive there by Napoleon. See how Southview responds. We'll see it after this timeout.
That's a touchdown for true love. When it's time to celebrate the biggest win of your life, Crystal Fountain Park is the ultimate home field for your wedding day victory. From the first toast to the last dance, Crystal Fountain Park makes every moment a highlight reel finish. Great preparation leads to great victories and great weddings. Dates are booking fast. Score big for your dream wedding at crystalfountainpark.com. Crystal Fountain Park, where your love story takes the championship. You're listening to all the action on NWO Sports Radio.
And we're back in Buckenheimer Stadium where the Napoleon Wildcats are up 7-0 over Southview. So that made the fans happy. We got a cowboy-themed student section. So the kicks it off, bounce at 30. Picked up by Joe Tucker.
Joe Tucker, he's the fullback, rarely used fullback, and so good to see him get a little bit of playing time there, touching the ball tonight.
I think if you're a football fan, you root for the fullback in general, no matter what.
Yeah, definitely a dying breed, the fullback.
Even me, I'm a huge Nebraska fan. We used to be famous for our fullbacks, and now we don't even have them.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 from the 39. 1:57 to go, first quarter.
One thing that I found interesting about this Napoleon defense, talking to Coach Swery, is that, there's not a standout player on defense. They're just a bunch of regular Joes playing hard, and you can see it so far that, they bended a little bit on that first drive, but then they made sure that the dam didn't break completely. And so even here on that first down carry, they're picking up 4 yards. So Southview, they need to make sure that they're maybe finding a weak link in the chain right now. And I think they might have a smaller package in the game because they've taken out both Kramer and number 72, Troy Barton, at nose tackle and put in 56, a smaller guy, Lucas Gherkin.
There we go. Big snap, quick out. Oh, no, incomplete.
So they moved Lucas Gherkin in from defensive end to nose tackle here, and they're moving the bigger bodies out of the game.
Yeah, that play was odd. There was a man in motion, but he almost ran right in front of the pass.
And right there, that's a timing thing right there, where if you're off time, that's already going to throw everything else off kilter.
Yep, so 3rd and 6 from the 42. 1:18 to go. Napoleon up 7-0.
And if you're Coach Hardy here, you 3rd and long here, look for some kind of crosser up the middle. They've ran mesh successfully in the past. Maybe try to go to that here.
Jackson Hesse takes a snap. He's knocked down by none other than George Eggers.
Another good sack there by Eggers. Right there for Southview. They ran that 4 vertical switch route again, and that's such a slow developing play that right now Hesse doesn't have enough time for those. So they're going to have to start scheming up those shorter, intermediate routes. They can't try to throw the ball deep every single play because Hesse's not going to have the time to do that.
Yeah, he was sandwiched right between Lucas Gherkin and George Eggers. He had no chance. We got Adam LaPlaw on the punt.
And credit the Napoleon defense coming out and getting that pass rush.
Cole Sarrigan back for the return. Takes a great bounce. Great bounce for Southview.
It was tipped as well. So luckily, just a couple more inches down, we're probably talking a whole different story and a flip of field position. But instead, you got Napoleon backed up in a run-first offense.
Yeah, that was about almost a 50-yard punt.
Hopefully that's a punt that flips the field for Southview, and we'll see coming after this timeout.
BSN Sports is your go-to business for purchasing uniforms, equipment, spiritwear, and anything else your athletic program needs, giving you more time to impact lives in the field. With over 1,200 sales professionals who live, work, and serve in your community, you're always just a short drive or phone call away. Be sure to give your local sales rep and Jim Garris a call for any of your listening to all the action on NWO Sports Radio.
And here we go.
Quick lineup by Napoleon.
Yep, very quick. Grohl with the handoff up the middle. Oh, good. He's gone. 40, 50, 55, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Hayden Grohl. That was an 86-yard run, Coach.
way to have a quick one-play drive there. Nothing like that. And right there, they ran that quick hitting dive that once again, there's nobody for Southview covering that gap where they're trying to run the ball, because they're just trying to run the ball up the 5 hole. No, that was the 5 hole there, and there's nobody there, not even a linebacker to even try to scrape over, and he was untouched.
Pretty much untouched, and he pulled away. So that makes it 13-0.
Coach Torrey talked about how they're going to pound the rock because that's what they do. And they definitely came out and they're pounding the rock.
Yep, extra points good. 14-0. Napoleon Wildcats over the Southview Cougars.
We'll take another quick commercial break. We'll see you on the other side.
When it comes to your financial future, you deserve a partner who listens, understands, and helps you plan with confidence. Alyssa Stockman, CHFC Chartered Financial Consultant and Financial Advisor with Edward Jones and Bryan, is here to help you navigate life's big moments, from saving for college to planning for retirement to protecting your family's future. As a chartered financial consultant, Alyssa has advanced training to create customized strategies tailored to your unique goals and circumstances. At Edward Jones, she takes the time to get to know you, your goals, your dreams, and your priorities, then builds a personalized plan to help you reach them step by step. It's not about quick fixes, it's about long-term relationships and real results. Take control of your financial future today. Call Melissa Stockman at 419-633-0647 or visit her office at 130 North Main Street in Bryan. Melissa Stockman, your goals, your future, your partner.
And we're back, and Napoleon's just kicked off, and Blake Ryman just destroyed the kick returner.
That was a big hit there. And Napoleon right now, I think they're finding a groove right now. And right now, if this could be as close to a must score for Southview to get back into this game as any other.
You don't want to get, they can throw, so they do have the ability to catch up, but you don't want to get down 21-0.
No, even to a team like Napoleon that wants to run the ball, that's going to make possessions even limited, more limited than what they are. And so right now, Southview, you got to try to make this a one-score game here, any means possible.
Yep, 1st and 10 from the 34. Junior Jackson Hesse, shotgun formation. He's got four wide receivers. Quick out to Adam LaPlace. Gets around one guy. He's gained about 6 yards, pushed out of bounds.
And eventually, they're going to keep hitting. That's fine. They can keep hitting this small screen pass. But eventually, they're going to have to find a way to get the ball downfield. Because if they don't get the ball downfield, I mean, Napoleon's going to start sitting on that. If they're going to start sitting on that, you don't have an offense.
Yep, we seen that last week with the Tenora Fairview game. They kept doing those quick passes like that, and then next thing you know, Jonathan Huffman jumps the route and goes 60 yards for an interception return. Hesse takes a snap, hands off, nowhere for Mo MacArthur to go.
Another slow developing run play this time, and I'm just wondering. I'm not trying to question the play calling because I'm not that kind of guy. But when you look at some of these slow developing plays, what can you do to possibly get quick hitters involved and get your playmakers in some space?
Yeah, because Quentin Maynard got in there quick. I mean, he's 6'1", 210, and he's pretty quick. I mean, it's a good-sized kid, and anything slow like that, he's going to be all over it.
I'll tell you, another holding call. Was that a point of emphasis this week for the officiating? Because we've already seen about 4 holding calls, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
Nope, 3.1 seconds to go in the first quarter. Your score, Wildcats 14, Cougars 0.
And Southview, now you're backed up behind the chains again. And when you have so many slow developing plays like you have been, eventually you're going to have to find where your speed is, because speed kills. And if you have as much speed as you say you do, then eventually you're going to have to find it.
Yep. And that is the end of the first quarter with Napoleon 14, Southview 0. We will be right back.
Under the lights this Friday night. While your team is taking hits on the field, who's got your back off the field? At Batten Stevens Body Shop in Defiance, we tackle the toughest repairs, from fender benders to full collision restoration. Our iCar Gold Class team scores big on quality and service. Proudly serving Defiance County for over 40 years. With certified technicians, advanced diagnostics, and lifetime warranties. We work with all major insurance providers. Batten Stevens Body Shop, the home team when your car takes a hit. Visit us at battenstevens.com or call 419-497-3111. Fitzenreiter HVAC, keeping Northwest Ohio comfortable since 1955. Whether it's scorching summer heat or bitter winter cold, Fitzenreiter has your back with expert heating, cooling, and indoor air quality solutions for your residential and commercial needs. Need fast, reliable service? Call the local pros you can trust. Fitzenreiter HVAC. Give them a call today at 419-784-0828 or visit fitzenreiterhvac.com for more info. You're listening to all the action on NWO Sports Radio.
And here we go from Napoleon, Ohio on a beautiful Friday night football. 75 degrees at kickoff.
We've been
Coach.
spoiled the first 6 weeks of this season.
Yep. Handoff MacArthur, hit right away. And that's, once again, Quentin Maynard.
This
Coach.
Napoleon defense is flying in that backfield pretty quickly. This Southview offensive line needs to start, finding where's the pressure coming from and making sure we give our protection just a little bit to give Hesse at least a chance. Because right now, they don't even have a chance right now to get plays off because there's already 3 Wildcats in the backfield before they even get started.
Yeah, in the handoff, it's just very slow. Like you said, Coach, it's okay. So we got 3rd and 17, ball in the 27, 14-0 Napoleon. Hesse takes the snap. He's looking. He's got a man open. Ooh, did he catch? Nope. Ball hit the ground.
So intended initially there for Ben Dykes, the backup wide receiver, and then almost then picked off by Napoleon on the backside there where it was then intended for Lucas Gurley.
Yeah, now Dykes does have big playability. I think he had a 60-yard interception return, may have been week 1.
Against Northview.
He's got some big playability in him. So they're going to be punting on 4th and 17, ball to 27.
And so now, Southview, you started marching fine on your first drive, and now here you are. We're in our 3rd, 4th drive of the game, and now you just have been backed up and backed up and backed up. So how are you going to respond now after you've been punched in the mouth now the past couple drives?
Punts off. Sargan's going to let it go. It's going to roll out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
I'll tell you, Matt, that was a heck of a punt because that ball just kind of went up in the air and just floated like a knuckleball all the way throughout.
So far, he's been one of the highlights for Southview. Hey, first quarter stats for you. We did have Mo MacArthur, 5 rushes for 17 yards for Southview. Jackson Hesse was 5 of 8 for 30 yards. Adam LaPlaw had 4 catches, 15 yards. Lucas Gurley, 1 catch, 15 yards. Adam LaPlaw punting, 48 yards. That was the one punt. That was a nice punt. And we'll get Napoleon stats after this play. 1st and 10 from the 38.
If I'm Coach Swery, just run that quick dive again.
Yeah. Here we go. Handoff up the middle. George Eggers had a man on him right away.
But when you watch this Napoleon offense, they talk about how the new school offense is all about spreading the field. It's basketball on grass. And here's Napoleon, old school. I'm going to line up with 2 tight ends and an H-back, and I'm going to shove it down your throat until you stop it.
Now, back to the stats real quick. So Parsons was 1 for 2 with 8 yards. Corona had 1 catch for 8 yards. Sargan, 1 carry for no yards. Eggers, 4 for 28 with a touchdown. And Hayden Grohl. Wait, we got Eggers running this one to the side. He's going to get drugged down to 45.
And that was good effort by Eggers.
Yeah.
Eggers was stopped in the backfield, probably near the original line of scrimmage. And now here we are. Now, because of his tough running abilities, probably those wrestling moves he has.
Yep.
We have 3rd and short now for Napoleon.
Yep. And the last stat of the first quarter was Hayden Grohl. 5 carries, 122 yards and touchdown. Not too shabby.
Not too shabby for Napoleon. And Southview, you're close. It's time to get over the hump, make a big play. And right now would be a good time to start making a big play.
So here we go. Parsons under center. Hand off to Grohl again up the middle. He's pushing. He's down.
Ran the quick dive there.
Got a first down.
Only picked up 5 that time. So hopefully Southview starting to make the adjustment to that adjustment.
Yeah. Well, you're doing pretty well though when you only picked up 5.
Yeah. Consider that a victory.
I tell you, Joe Tucker he's kind of impressing me. He's in it seems like on every other play.
Yeah, definitely one of the good Southview defenders here.
So 1st and 10, ball in the 49. 14-0. Wildcats over Southview. Parsons under center. Handoff again. This looks like it's Eggers breaking tackles, carrying guys. They're going to get them down, but not without carrying 4 of them 3 yards.
I'll tell you, if this is 80%, I'd hate to see what happens when Eggers gets 100%.
Yeah, I don't know if Coach was holding out on us a little bit, but he said he was about 80% coming into this.
Yeah, so I just wonder, like, was Coach just trying to, like, toy with us a little bit with his limitability and stuff in the past couple of games or not? But I'll tell you what, this is our first game in the NLL, and, the NLL is typically a very strong conference. Definitely glad to see 2 teams here lining up and playing a very strong football game tonight. Keeper.
Parsons had a sneak off to the left, getting chased out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
And
that was a nice fake.
That was a really good fake there by Parsons. Definitely sucked in that Southview defense and allowed a big play happen there. And if you're Southview's defense right now, you're giving up chunk play after chunk play after chunk play. I mean, we got to tighten up here, and we got to maybe bring another guy into the box, because right now, what you have 6 guys in the box, we probably need to roll a 7th or roll 8th down, because if not, these chunk plays are just going to continue.
Here we go. 2nd 1, ball in the 26. Parsons under center, handoff Eggers, going right side off, down 21-yard line.
And they rolled 2 guys down to the end to stop the perimeter run there. But in that situation, I'd like to see him stuff the middle, because right now, that's where you're getting attacked the most. And that's where you're going to need to find a way to stop these guys, because they're not going to want to go to the perimeter if you're not going to stop them on the inside. Because if you can't stop them on the inside, personally, as an offensive coordinator, that's what I'm doing all game now, until you finally tell me, well, you're going to stop it.
Yeah, Southview's given up 157 yards rushing per game. They've already gave that up with 8:14 to go in the second quarter. Parsons under center. Handoff Eggers, go up the middle. Broke 1 tackle. Hold down at the 13-yard line. I tell you, it takes 2, 3 guys, 4 guys to tackle
you are
Eggers.
you are not going to tackle him with just one guy here. And so you've seen 2, 3 guys having to take down Eggers. And it's nice to have that 1-2 punch of Grohl and Eggers. And it's, almost an abundance of riches almost if you're a Napoleon offense that wants to run the football and run the ball with as much effectiveness as what they've shown tonight.
Yeah, watching Eggers, I guess by comparison, is almost like watching Derrick Henry. He's just big, strong, and you can't bring him down 1-2 guys. You got to gang tackle him. So there we go, handoff. Grohl up
Quick
the middle.
hitter again.
Brookwood touchdown, Grohl. He was not.
Oh no,
going.
we got a fight brewing. There's punches flying. Oh, there's about 4 or 5 guys in that scruffle there trying to get some action there. So definitely some unsportsmanlike conducts are going to be filtered out, and that's just right there. Like, you can see the frustration right now, and you're taking out that frustration, but you can't do it after the play. Do that stuff in between the whistle, because if you're not doing it in between the whistle and you're doing it after the whistle, that means you're not doing what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, so I expect 1, 2, 3 players are about to see their night.
I'm interested to see if they're going to expel anybody from this football game.
I don't think I've ever seen that many flags fly in the air at the same time.
I'm pretty sure almost every official threw theirs. Hey, while we're sorting this out, that was another touchdown brought to you by Edward Jones and Melissa Stockman.
And that was a very impressive run by Hayden Grohl. He was not going to be denied.
No. And right there, we saw it again with Napoleon. Just that quick hitting dive play by the fullback, Grohl there. And if they're going to keep doing that, he's going to run for 200 plus tonight.
Yeah, they're not slowing
down. Because what did you say he had in the first quarter alone?
122 in the first quarter.
So 122 in the first, and you're already picking up big yardage here, chunk plays in the second. Southview.
Oh, wait.
So they call only 2 unsportsmanlikes on both teams, so the penalties will offset. Touchdown still good.
Now, number 0, Fred McCoy, is going off the field with his hands up like what I do. But I don't think they ejected anybody.
No, I didn't see anybody get ejected. So I'm wondering if they just said, hey, keep him out a couple plays here just to settle things down.
Yep.
And the officials here, they did a nice job of making sure everything got situated there and trying to keep good control of this football game.
Snap. Extra point is good. So it's 21-0 Napoleon Wildcats over Southview Cougars.
Let's see if Southview is going to have an answer here coming back after this kickoff.
Fitzenreiter HVAC, keeping Northwest Ohio comfortable since 1955. Whether it's scorching summer heat or bitter winter cold, Fitzenreiter has your back with expert heating, cooling, and indoor air quality solutions for your residential and commercial needs. Need fast, reliable service? Call the local pros you can trust. Fitzenreiter HVAC. Give them a call today at 419-784-0828 or visit fitzenreiterhvac.com for more info. You're listening to all the action on NWO Sports Radio.
And here we go. 21-0 Napoleon over Southview. Napoleon getting ready to kick off. 7:21 to go. Coach, this is right in your wheelhouse here. You're the offensive wizard, so you're Sylvania's offensive coordinator, head coach here. We got to get 21 points. We got to get some before this half. Right after the kickoff here. Hey, God. Fielded at the 12. Cuts. He's trying to get outside. Up the middle. Not a bad return. Got to the 26. All right, Coach. What are you going to do now?
You say you're an air raid team, so right now you're trying to find those plays that are going to find some holes in this defense. So right now, you're already down 21-0. You need points fast. So you need your quick hitters, your screenplays. Now would be a great time for some trickeration and start drawing up those explosives that you've been drawing up in practice all week. I know you have, and maybe find a way to get back in this game. And then defensively, you got to find a way to steal possession one way or another.
Yep. First play of the game, they had Gurley right down, and they haven't even tried to go back to that yet. So.
Well, they haven't really done anything other than basic vanilla offense. I'm interested to see them maybe try to open the playbook.
Run up the middle. He gains 1 yard.
And they've ran that inside zone there a couple times, and MacArthur's just bounced it to the outside there between the guard tackle. So maybe he feels a little more comfortable running behind them. But, eventually the playbook cannot be just a vanilla action here.
Yeah.
You've got to open up the playbook and what are you doing well in practice, and maybe seeing okay, we tried this in practice. It looked good. Let's see what happens in the game, because again, I've only seen them run really 5 total plays.
Here we go. Hesse looking over the middle. He's got a guy. There's a reception. Nice catch. I believe, is that number 6?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
Yep, Lucas Gurley.
And right there, that's an air raid staple right there. They had the outside guys run hitch routes and the inside guys running just simple go routes. Those are those explosives that we talked about in making sure that you get yourself back into this game. So look to do more stuff like that, because that's what's going to get Napoleon on their heels and allow the big plays. Right now, you haven't done anything to set your offense up really for any success.
So here we go. Jack Sassy in shotgun. Takes a snap. He's looking. He's got LaPla. Nice catch. Drug down 41-yard line. There we go, Coach.
And so here we go. Matriculating down the field as much as we can. And so now find a way to finish. You've moved the ball now on 2 big explosives. Let's make a third here. And I'm still waiting maybe for, again, some sort of trickeration to get this Napoleon misdirection, because right now they kind of know where the plays are heading.
So there we go. 3 receivers left. 1 down to the bottom. Handoff, Day-Day Loggins going to the right.
Fumbled, but he was down. He should call him down.
Let's see what they're calling. Oh, nope, they're giving it to Napoleon.
Now, Day-Day was definitely down by contact there, so definitely upset to see that the officials are giving Napoleon the ball here. And if you're Southview, man, that was a nice run.
It was.
And maybe try to get him the ball more, because he looks like he can make some explosives there. He's not a guy that they give the ball too much on offense. We haven't seen that statistically. And
nope.
And now you're putting Napoleon back on the field. You're down 21-0, and now you're searching for even more answers. And if you have to search for more answers, next thing you know, we could be looking at a second half running clock.
Yeah, and they had 3 nice plays in a row there. They were definitely building things up. So here we go, 1st and 10. Eggers hands off. Roll to the 39-yard line, 40-yard line.
A nice little movement there. I mean, this offensive line, I mean, they're definitely opening the holes up. I mean, there's no doubt about that. Definitely playing disciplined, but minus the 2 hold calls, playing a better disciplined game than what Southview is. And if you're Southview, stick to your keys, stick to your guns. You've played the big boys. I mean, right now, Napoleon is not Whitmer. Do not get me wrong.
2nd 5, handoff Eggers going up the middle.
They are a good football team, but they are no Toledo Whitmer. And right now, I mean, that's exactly what Southview is making them look like.
Yeah. Yep, that's a 1st down. Michael Miller on the stop.
And Coach Hardy even said that the past 3 weeks have been miserable with those huge losses in score and in injuries, because now we see once another injury here for Southview. Then that's Nathan LaPlace there down on the ground, little brother Adam. And so, you know, going back to what Coach Hardy said, if they can stay mentally strong, then they'll be able to string some wins together in the second half in their NL Cardinal division, because they have after this Fremont Ross, they're at Toledo Start.
Yep.
They have BG and Springfield. So there's winnable games, and they looked at this like this is going to be the turnaround of our season here. This was going to be the game that built the momentum to help us reach the playoffs. And right now, Napoleon has come out and punched him in the mouth for 2 quarters, and they haven't got an answer to stop him yet.
Yeah, they just offensively, I mean, till the last drive when they had the 2 good pass plays, the fumble was a nice run. But they got to come up with a way to stop Eggers and Grohl.
This rushing attack.
And the D linemen aren't even getting hands on them. It's
True.
the linebackers and the defensive backs that are bringing them down.
Oh, the offensive line's able to get to the second level right now. And I mean, if you're Southview, you got to find an answer. This is the time to find an answer right now. What are you going to do to stop and get to the second level? And that's something Coach Swery even said too, is that, you know, whoever wins this game is going to win the line of scrimmage. And both teams have struggling offenses. We've definitely seen that from Southview. Napoleon has not looked like the struggling offense tonight for sure.
No, not at all.
But again, whoever wins in the trenches and limits turnovers will have the upper hand in this game. And right now, Napoleon already +1 in the turnover department. Already definitely, again, that offensive line's definitely moving some guys out. And right now, Napoleon's showing that, you know, they're a force to be reckoned with in the NL Cardinal division.
Yeah, and Eggers coming back is huge. You figure they lost. Remember, they lost on the 2-point conversion to Defiance. If Eggers plays in that game, you know, who knows? It could be a different story.
If this is the Napoleon that comes out against Defiance, especially with the struggles Defiance has had since that game.
Yep.
I mean, Napoleon probably would have beat him by 2-3 touchdowns.
Yeah, then they lost to Clay, or was it Clay or Anthony Wayne 7-0. There again, if they would have had Eggers. Not saying that one guy is the team, but just seeing him tonight, this kid's very impressive.
We've been spoiled with running back riches.
Yes.
So far this season.
Here we go. 1st and 10. 47. He drops back to pass.
Oh,
Parsons
going deep.
He's got him.
Oh,
great
what
catch.
a diving catch.
Great catch.
Number
Paul
4.
Saucer.
Complete layout there. Full extension. Makes the grab.
Yep, that was a 40-yard pass.
They're waving it off. They're waving it incomplete. Wow.
Oh, my. That was a 40-yard pass like Coach said. He laid out for that.
And here's something. Replay in high school right now. Woo. We've had 2 plays right now where I think the officials have definitely got it wrong.
A fumble.
And almost wish that we could go to the booth here and check this, because he definitely looked like he had possession of that ball.
Yeah, we got a pretty good view, and that looked good. So here we go. 1st 10, pitch out to Eggers. Going to the right. Brought down at the 44-yard line, 43-yard line.
But, it's always good when you can just toss out the Eggers and say, here, go get 9.
Yep, so it was 3rd and 10. 4:27 to go in the quarter. 21-0. Napoleon over Southview.
And right now, Southview, stay disciplined. Right now you cannot afford to give up another score. You've got to build your wall now. And if you can't make a stop here on this series, I mean, Coach Hardy at halftime, you got to think, what are you telling your guys to even hope to get back into this?
First 10 handoff, roll up the middle. About 7 yards on that carry.
Because right now, Napoleon 6, 7, 8 yards a pop, and they continue with that. It's going to be very, very hard for Southview to even think about getting in this game. Because right now, there's 3 and some change, and I feel like this quarter has gone by pretty quickly.
Yep. Hey, that carry was Thomas Zander, so his first carry of the game.
Getting some guys some experience already.
Yeah.
Jet sweep here.
Sorry. Oh, getting around the right side. Brought down left side.
Sarragan on the carry.
I get thrown off here. I'm by the entrance, and people are coming in and asking me questions that I don't have answers to. So first and 10 on the 29, 319, 318. Napoleon 21-0.
Coach Ware was talking about how his offense was struggling, but a lot of that was without Eggers. And now you put Eggers into this, and this Napoleon offense looks like an entirely different offense.
Here we go. Take snap, fake handoff, rolling right. Out to Sarragan. Nice catch. 5-yard gain. Goes out at the 23-yard line.
And if you're Napoleon, those are those positives that you're looking for right there in the passing game, because your passing game has been, a lot to be desired. And if you're looking to, continue on as NLL Cardinal champs and move on in the playoffs, that's things that you're going to need, because in the playoffs, if you can't throw the ball, it's going to be an early exit.
Yeah, and they were probably spoiled a little last year having Trey Rubenstein was just a phenomenal all-around athlete. Baseball player, football, offense, defense. I mean, he played in Kent State, D1 school. So they lost that. So here we go. Takes snap. Throws it out. Nice catch. Number 4. Tackled at the 8-yard line. Again. Saucer with a catch. And who's on the tackle? Joseph Tucker.
Good to see him on the play. Well, I was going to go back to Rubenstein. He was the NLL Cardinal Defensive Player of the Year as well.
Yep.
And so you lose a guy like that, it's hard to replace that. And right now, Napoleon finding it with no real superstars per se in this game. They're working, again, Coach Suarez's words, regular Joes out there, and you can see just so much confidence right now just having Eggers back in the game.
Takes the snap. Looking, he's got Sauce over the middle. Touchdown. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that Saucer?
Yes, it was Saucer again.
Okay, yep.
And that was a touchdown pass that Southview could have avoided right there.
Yep.
There was 2-3 guys in the vicinity that could have made the play. And have they given up already?
We're going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say just an off play for them.
I hope so. Because if not, Coach Hardy's going to have a rough Saturday ahead of him tomorrow morning.
It was nice, though. I do like, and you hit on it just a little bit ago, throw the ball.
Yeah.
Get some good balance. I mean, they know they can run it. So
good job working it there on that drive.
Last year they were in the playoffs. You get in the playoffs because if you look at the rest of their schedule, they got a legit shot to go 8-2. I mean, they play.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, Springfield, they're up and down. BG is down.
Yep.
Fremont, they say is down, but in my experience, Fremont's never down.
Right.
They're always capable. And then playing Toledo Wade in the 10th game, I mean, that's pretty much a nice get right, get rested game for the playoffs. Hey, by the way, before we forget, that touchdown was once again brought to you by Edward Jones and Melissa Stockman.
Melissa Stockman, we never let you down.
Never.
No 3-0 games or 7-7 game. Our games are always 28, 35, 42. I mean, last week's combined scores
35-32.
Yeah, 67 points. So
2:18 left to go before halftime here, and it's 28-0 already. And Southview, they're licking a lot of wounds so far in this first half. And Napoleon has given a lot of answers that Southview doesn't have
Kicks
any.
off.
Ooh,
Ball
stumble.
bobbled. Got to the 10, to the 20, to the 25, and he's going to be brought down 27-yard line.
But what I was saying,
Flags again.
and right there, that's stuff that Coach Hardy's got to get cleaned up, because that is undisciplined football team. And if you're Napoleon, I really hope they didn't get any retaliation there, because that would be really shameful for them.
That was Lucio on about an 18-yard return. It was a decent return.
Now back to what I was saying about Southview. Right now, I think they brought a lot more questions up than what they wanted, and they wanted to find answers based on, again, those last 4 weeks. And now here we are against a team that you thought you were capable of beating. And again, like I said, now you have questions on offense. You have questions on defense. We haven't seen much on special teams, obviously. But if all these questions keep popping up, do you even have an identity? And, when you try to find that, I mean, your identity changes, obviously, throughout the season just because of injuries and stuff like that. But you have to keep finding what keeps the kids rolling. And right now, I think that's another question that Southview has to answer, and they need to find an answer pretty fast.
Yep, so here we go. 1st and 10. Let's see if Jackson Hesse can get him going. Shotgun. Take snap. He's running for his life again, running to the right. He's got a man. Oh, broken up by number 10, Hayden Gherkin.
And him playing the safety, he just rolled over very nice and just made the play, because he did have number 6 Gurley open again. And he had LaPlace again streaking across the middle of the field, but he just couldn't see him because there was nobody within 20 yards of him.
And neither one of us are 6'5", but the quarterback's 5'8", so he's not a big guy.
No,
so to be able to see over and see downfield, a little different.
Now remember what I said about the screens. Remember what I said about those screen plays, and now here they are. They're sitting on it now.
Yep.
And so Southview has to find a way now. Okay, you're sitting on my screen. Again, misdirected on the first play. We saw them try by faking the screen going deep. Well, that's where, again, maybe run an RPO off of that and run the ball off of that, or fake it and possibly, run some sort of route combination off of that. But right now, you can't keep sitting there throwing that, because Napoleon's going to score 6 the other way if you don't watch that.
Yeah, that as he caught the ball, he was being tackled. So, like you said,
amazing he even caught the ball.
Yeah, split second sooner.
Mm-hmm.
It's going the other way.
Hey, we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back.
Fitzenreiter HVAC, keeping Northwest Ohio comfortable since 1955. Whether it's scorching summer heat or bitter winter cold, Fitzenreiter has your back with expert heating, cooling, and indoor air quality solutions for your residential and commercial needs. Need fast, reliable service? Call the local pros you can trust. Fitzenreiter HVAC. Give them a call today at 419-784-0828 or visit fitzenreiterhvac.com for more info. You're listening to all the action on NWO Sports Radio.
Jackson Hesse takes a snap, pass over the middle to LaPlace. 8-yard gain. There we go. We got a little movement. But that makes it 4th and 2 now.
Yeah, it's 4th and 2. And now Napoleon's calling timeout. And so now setting up, so possibly with 1:51 left on the clock, to be able to come out in the second half and say, look, now we got a running clock on you.
Yeah, normally when, like the games we've had where it's been, the Patrick Henry or Paulding or Fairview, with a minute 30, it's like, oh, yeah, they can throw it, 30, 60, 70 yards, get a touchdown. Napoleon, just hand it off to one of the guys in the back.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing too special about this Napoleon offense.
So does Southview play it safe, just punt this away, or
down 28-0 like this, and it's 4th and short? You gotta go for this here, because this is saying, like, look, we want to play a game here, but we can't play if we don't have the ball.
So here we go. 4th and 2. Ball on the 36. Hesse gets the snap. Goes
Kept
right
it.
side. Oh, we got the first down.
Kept it and got the first down
Nice
there.
play, kid.
And so now, again, that's a misdirection play that we talked about where instead of just handing the ball off to MacArthur, which Napoleon was sitting all over that, they decided instead to just keep it himself, pick up some good yardage. And those are plays that you can come back to in the second half and try to get yourself at least a shot to get back into this ball game. Quick official timeout here. Here we go.
Okay, so here we go. First and 10, ball in the 41, 42, 41. Jackson Hesse gets a snap. Quick throw out to the left. He picked up 6-7 yards there.
Yep, and got out of bounds, so stop the clock. And
I'm sorry,
right-
that was an 11-yard gain. Did they give him a first down?
I think between the officials and the chain gang, somebody's confused there.
Yeah, well, yeah, because now it's 2nd and 10 after something's going on. Should be 2nd and 3. There we go, 2nd and 2. Hesse. Pump fake.
See, there it is.
There you go.
But just checked it
Nope.
down.
Get there, get that first
And
down.
that was not the initial. They wanted to fake the screen like they did on the first play of the game, and to try to go deep there again to Gurley. But right there, they just didn't have the opportunity then to find him. Checked it down, which was good, but now you didn't get a gain on that. So now you're looking at 3rd and short, and again, have to find the answer. Get the ball in the end zone here. And we'll see if Southview can do that after this quick timeout.
That's a touchdown for true love. When it's time to celebrate the biggest win of your life, Crystal Fountain Park is the ultimate home field for your wedding day victory. From the first toast to the last dance, Crystal Fountain Park makes every moment a highlight reel finish. Great preparation leads to great victories and great weddings. Dates are booking fast. Score big for your dream wedding at crystalfountainpark.com. Crystal Fountain Park, where your love story takes the championship.
And we're back. Just in case anybody's wondering, the game of the week is Liberty Center 20, Patrick Henry 0.
I'm disappointed there that Patrick Henry hasn't even scored yet.
There we go. But right here, Hesse, handoff up the middle. MacArthur makes one man miss.
Good run there by
Yep.
MacArthur.
Nice
Way to
run.
pick up that first.
That's the first time, though, that we've seen like some sense of urgency. He handed off and he hit the hole quick and he got there. It wasn't a slow handoff.
And now you're playing with tempo.
Yep.
Speed the game up a little bit for Napoleon. Play your game and not just
Hesse,
let throw it right to him.
Napoleon, this one could go. Nope. Oh, it could. He's 50 to the 40 to the 30.
Ignacio Corona here.
Nice run back, Mr. Corona, all the way to the 17-yard line.
And right there, Hesse, he was looking for his playmaker, but he didn't layer that ball. We talk about how that's got to be what's called a 2-ball over to get that, and didn't put any air on it. And instead, it looks like he almost threw it right to Ignacio Corona, and he sets Napoleon up now with great field position inside the red area. And now Napoleon's definitely smelling the blood in the waters at this point.
Yep, junior, 5'9", 180, Ignacio Corona. He's having a really good year. You know, just looking at the stats, I haven't watched a lot of highlights, but stat-wise, it seems like he's very involved. He's getting around the ball a lot. So,
which is good. And again, got to find those guys that are going to shine come October and November.
1st and 10, ball in the 18. Pitched out to Eggers off the left side, off the tackle. He's in there for a touchdown.
And we've talked about Eggers' strength this entire game, but that was him showing off the speed right there. He hit that hole, and he had that last burst, and he was gone.
Yep, that was impressive. That was an 18-yard touchdown run.
That was an 18-yard touchdown run brought to you by Edward Jones and Melissa Stockman.
Yep, Mr. Eggers and Mr. Grohl are having a game.
What a 1-2 punch. Like, seriously, if you're Napoleon and you're watching this 1-2 punch of Eggers and Grohl, if Parsons can find a little bit more in the passing game, this is going to be a dangerous team in November.
Yeah, extra point is good. 35-0. Napoleon over Southview. 51 seconds to go. There you go, Coach. Southview, last possession. 2 good pass plays, a nice run fumble. This time, They had three decent passes, nice run up the middle, interception. And what was one of the keys you said before the game? You know,
eliminate the turnovers. And right there, that was almost another turnover touchdown. And it's just a shame because this was not the Southview team that Coach Hardy advertised. So definitely mistakes have definitely hurt them. You know, talking about Napoleon right now, they're they're in Division 4, Region 14. They're sixth right now, just behind Galleon, Vermilion, Bath, Shelby, and Cloverleaf. So they're right there. And with this kind of run game, I expect them to compete and possibly maybe even try to get one of those first round buys if, say, a Bath or Galleon here falter down the stretch.
Yeah, so here goes the kickoff. Kicks down. Can't see who has it. He gets to the 20, to the 30. Brought down and right at the 30, 31-yard line. Joe Tucker.
So Southview, 35 seconds left in the half.
Well,
44 seconds. You're down 35-0. You've got to find a way to get a big play here so that you can find a way to get this ball in the end zone, because if not, you're working with a running clock to start the second half. And if you have a running clock to start the second half, those games start to shrink even more. And at this point, you're just looking to see, like, what kind of positives can we get out of this game? Yep. And right now, if you're shrinking that time, it's going to be harder to find positives coming out of this.
Here we go. First 10 from the 30.
Another screen
pass out to Lapel. About a 4-yard gain.
And I just hope moving forward, you know, as Southview continues this season, again, winnable games. They have Fremont. They have Toledo start. I hope they're circling that in big, bold letters at this point. Bowling Green, who's struggling this season. You know, we have got to find a way to gain some momentum going into this regular season, because this Southview program has been going downhill for the past couple seasons.
Yep. So here we go. Hesse with the snap. Looks like he's gonna run it. He's gonna keep it. Out of bounds at 34-yard line.
Because
they
won the Division II title way back in 2008, which from what I understand is the last time a NLL school actually won a division title. But other than that, you know, they were 3-7 last year. They had back-to-back 8-win seasons before that. So the momentum was building. And now here we are that we haven't been able to find a way to lose or to pick up the senior talent that's lost in our program. And we're struggling to find our identity again.
So here we go. Shotgun takes snap. Running for his life. And he's going to be brought down for a sack by Mr. Gherkin once again.
And he was that guy, even though Corona is their leading tackler, he was their defensive X factor going into this game because of his ability to rush the passer. And right there was his first time getting home tonight amongst the different Napoleon front. We've seen Eggers get home a couple times, and now finally Gherkin's gotten home. So Hesse's got to find a way then also to get rid of the ball and hopefully not playing on his back so much.
They let the clock run down 2-0. Napoleon Wildcats at the half. 35, Southview Cougars 0. Coach, I don't want to be in that locker room right now.
If I'm in that Southview locker room, it's definitely almost like you see him walking off the field right now. It's almost like a walk of shame for him, because they knew they came out flat.
Yeah.
And it definitely showed, and Napoleon came out with energy, and that energy came out from the start.
Yeah. Yep. All right, well, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with you with some stats, some area scores. Let you listen to the band for a while. You are listening to NWO Sports.
Thank you.
When it comes to your financial future, you deserve a partner who listens, understands, and helps you plan with confidence. Melissa Stockman, CHFC Chartered Financial Consultant and Financial Advisor with Edward Jones and Bryan, is here to help you navigate life's big moments, from saving for college to planning for retirement, protecting your family's future. As a Chartered Financial Consultant, Melissa has advanced training to create customized strategies tailored to your unique goals and circumstances. At Edward Jones, she takes the time to get to know you, your goals, your dreams, and your priorities, then builds a personalized plan to help you reach them step by step. It's not about quick fixes, it's about long-term relationships and real results. Take control of your financial future today. Call Melissa Stockman at 419-633-0647 or visit her office at 130 North Main Street in Bryan. Melissa Stockman, your goals, your future, your partner in planning. Need quality concrete work or reliable hauling? Call DeLarber Concrete and Hauling. We handle it all. Flat work, pole barn floors, driveways, patios, and stamped concrete that turns heads. We also haul stone, mulch, and dirt delivered right to your project. Big or small, we've got you covered. Call Josh today for your free estimate at 419-576-0401. That's 419-576-0401. DeLarber Concrete and Hauling. Solid work delivered. Nestled in the heart of Sherwood, Ohio, Crystal Fountain Park invites you to say I do in a place where history whispers around every corner. Surrounded by 28 acres of woods, meadows, illuminated trails, outdoor chapels, a tranquil reflection pond, and fire pit lounges. Whether planning a wedding, rehearsal dinner, or elegant gathering, Crystal Fountain Park blends historic elegance with modern flexibility and heartfelt service. Visit crystalfountainpark.com or call 419-576-1910 today to book your unforgettable moment. Fitzenreiter HVAC, keeping Northwest Ohio comfortable since 1955. Whether it's scorching summer heat or bitter winter cold, Fitzenreiter has your back with expert heating, cooling, and indoor air quality solutions for your residential and commercial needs. Need fast, reliable service? Call the local pros you can trust. Fitzenreiter HVAC. Give them a call today at 419-784-0828 or visit fitzenreiterhvac.com for more info. Under the lights this Friday night. While your team is taking hits on the field, who's got your back off the field? At Batten Stevens Body Shop in Defiance, we tackle the toughest repairs, from fender benders to full collision restoration. Our iCar Gold Class team scores big on quality and service. Proudly serving Defiance County for over 40 years, with certified technicians, advanced diagnostics, and lifetime warranties. We work with all major insurance providers. Batten Stevens Body Shop, the home team when your car takes a hit. Visit us at battenstevens.com or call 419-497-3111. VSN Sports is your go-to business for purchasing uniforms, equipment, spiritware, and anything else your athletic program needs, giving you more time to impact lives on the field. With over 1,200 sales professionals who live, work, and serve in your community, you're always just a short drive or phone call away. Be sure to give your local sales rep and Will Garris a call for any of your athletic supply needs. Football season is here, and NWO Sports has you covered like never before. Catch the NWO Sports Podcast Football Edition every week as we break down local matchups, give our predictions, and talk all things high school football. And don't miss the NWO Sports Radio football broadcast, bringing you the action live from the sidelines all season long. Plus, stay connected 24/7 with up-to-date scores, highlights, and exclusive content. Like, subscribe, and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube so you never miss a play. NWO Sports, your home for local football coverage your way. When it comes to your financial future, you deserve a partner who listens, understands, and helps you plan with confidence. Melissa Stockman, CHFC, Chartered Financial Consultant and Financial Advisor with Edward Jones and Bryan, is here to help you navigate life's big moments. From saving for college to planning for retirement, protecting your family's future. As a Chartered Financial Consultant, Melissa has advanced training to create customized strategies tailored to your unique goals and circumstances. At Edward Jones, he takes the time to get to know you, your goals, your dreams, and your priorities, then builds a personalized plan to help you reach them step by step. It's not about quick fixes, it's about long-term relationships and real results. Take control of your financial future today. Call Melissa Stockman at 419-633-0647 or visit her office at 130 North Main Street in Bryan. Melissa Stockman, your goals, your future, and partner in planning. Need quality concrete work or reliable hauling? Call DeLarber Concrete and Hauling. We handle it all. Flat work, pole barn floors, driveways, patios, and stamped concrete that turns heads. We also haul stone, mulch, and dirt delivered right to your project. Big or small, we've got you covered. Call Josh today for your free estimate at 419-576-0401. That's 419-576-0401. DeLarber Concrete and Hauling. Solid work delivered. Nestled in the heart of Sherwood, Ohio, Crystal Fountain Park invites you to say I do in a place where history whispers around every corner. Surrounded by 28 acres of woods, meadows, illuminated trails, outdoor chapels, a tranquil reflection pond, and fire pit lounges. Whether planning a wedding, rehearsal dinner, or elegant gathering, Crystal Fountain Park blends historic elegance with modern flexibility and heartfelt service. Visit crystalfountainpark.com or call 419-576-1910 today to book your unforgettable moment. Fitzenreiter HVAC, keeping Northwest Ohio comfortable since 1955. Whether it's scorching summer heat or bitter winter cold, Fitzenreiter has your back with expert heating, cooling, and indoor air quality solutions for your residential and commercial needs. Need fast, reliable service? Call the local pros you can trust. Fitzenreiter HVAC. Give them a call today at 419-784-0828 or visit fitzenreiterhvac.com for more info. Under the lights this Friday night. While your team is taking hits on the field, who's got your back off the field? At Batten Stevens Body Shop in Defiance, we tackle the toughest repairs, from fender benders to full collision restoration. Our iCar Gold Class team scores big on quality and service. Proudly serving Defiance County for over 40 years, with certified technicians, advanced diagnostics, and lifetime warranties. We work with all major insurance providers. Batten Stevens Body Shop, the home team when your car takes a hit. Visit us at battenstevens.com or call 419-497-3111. ESN Sports is your go-to business for purchasing uniforms, equipment, spiritwear, and anything else your athletic program needs, giving you more time to impact lives on the field. With over 1,200 sales professionals who live, work, and serve in your community, you're always just a short drive or phone call away. Be sure to give your local sales rep and Jim Garris a call for any of your athletic supply needs. Football season is here, and NW Sports has you covered like never before. Catch the NW Sports Podcast Football Edition every week as we break down local matchups, give a prediction, and talk all things high school football. Don't miss the NW Sports Radio Football broadcast, bringing you the action live outside of football season. Plus, stay connected 24/7 for up-to-date scores, highlights, and exclusive content. Like, subscribe, and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube so you never miss a play. NW Sports, home for local football coverage your way. When it comes to your financial future, you deserve a partner who listens, understands, and helps you plan with confidence. Melissa Stockman, CHFC, Chartered Financial Consultant and Financial Advisor with Edward Jones and Bryan, is here to help you navigate life's big moments, from saving for college to planning for retirement, protecting your family's future. As a Chartered Financial Consultant, Melissa has advanced training to create customized strategies tailored to your unique goals and circumstances. At Edward Jones, she takes the time to get to know you, your goals, your dreams, and your priorities, then builds a personalized plan to help you reach them step by step. It's not about quick fixes, it's about long-term relationships and real results. Take control of your financial future today. Call Melissa Stockman at 419-633-0647 or visit her office at 130 North Main Street in Bryan. Melissa Stockman, your goals, your future, your partner in planning. Need quality concrete work or reliable hauling? Call DeLarber Concrete and Hauling. We handle it all. Flat work, pole barn floors, driveways, patios, and stamped concrete that turns heads. We also haul stone, mulch, and dirt delivered right to your project. Big or small, we've got you covered. Call Josh today for your free estimate at 419-576-0401. That's 419-576-0401. DeLarber Concrete and Hauling. Solid work delivered. Nestled in the heart of Sherwood, Ohio, Crystal Fountain Park invites you to say I do, a place where history whispers around every corner. Surrounded by 28 acres of woods, meadows, illuminated trails, outdoor chapels, a tranquil reflection pond, and fire pit lounges. Whether planning a wedding, rehearsal dinner, or elegant gathering, Crystal Fountain Park blends historic elegance with modern flexibility and heartfelt service. Visit crystalfountainpark.com or call 419-576-1910 today to book your unforgettable moment. Fitzenreiter HVAC, keeping Northwest Ohio comfortable since 1955. Whether it's scorching summer heat or bitter winter cold, Fitzenreiter has your back with expert heating, cooling, and indoor air quality solutions for your residential and commercial needs. Need fast, reliable service? Call the local pros you can trust. Fitzenreiter HVAC. Give them a call today at 419-784-0828 or visit fitzenreiterhvac.com for more info. Under the lights this Friday night. While your team is taking hits on the field, who's got your back off the field? At Batten Stevens Body Shop in Defiance, we tackle the toughest repairs, from fender benders to full collision restoration. Our iCar Gold Class team scores big on quality and service. Proudly serving Defiance County for over 40 years with certified technicians, advanced diagnostics, and lifetime warranties. We work with all major insurance providers. Batten Stevens Body Shop, the home team when your car takes a hit. Visit us at battenstevens.com or call 419-497-3111. ESN Sports is your go-to business for purchasing uniforms, equipment, spiritwear, and anything else your athletic program needs, giving you more time to impact lives in the field. With over 1,200 sales professionals who live, work, and serve in your community, they're always just a short drive or phone call away. Be sure to give your local sales rep and Jim Garris a call for any of your athletic supply needs. Football season is here, and NWO Sports has you covered like never before. Catch the NWO Sports Podcast Football Edition every week as we break down local matchups, give our predictions, and talk all things high school football. And don't miss the NWO Sports Radio Football broadcast, bringing you the action live from the sidelines all season. Plus, stay connected 24/7 with up-to-date scores, highlights, and exclusive content. Like, subscribe, and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube so you never miss a play. NWO Sports, your home for local football coverage your way. When it comes to your financial future, you deserve a partner. When it comes to your financial future, you deserve a partner who listens, understands, and helps you plan with confidence. Alyssa Stockman, CHFC, Chartered Financial Consultant and Financial Advisor with Edward Jones & Bryan, is here to help you navigate life's big moments, from saving for college to planning for retirement, protecting your family's future. As a Chartered Financial Consultant, Alyssa has advanced training to create customized strategies tailored to your unique goals and circumstances. At Edward Jones, she takes the time to get to know you, your goals, your dreams, and your priorities, then builds a personalized plan to help you reach them step by step. It's not about quick fixes, it's about long-term relationships and real results. Take control of your financial future today. Call Melissa Stockman at 419-633-0647 or visit her office at 130 North Main Street in Bryan. Melissa Stockman, your goals, your future, your partner in planning. Need quality concrete work for reliable hauling? Call Delarber Concrete and Hauling. We handle it all. Flat work, pole barn floors, driveways, patios, stamped concrete that turns heads. We also haul stone, mulch, and dirt delivered right to your project. Big or small, we've got you covered. Call Josh today for your free estimate at 419-576-0401. That's 419-576-0401. Delarber Concrete and Hauling. Solid work delivered. Nestled in the heart of Sherwood, Ohio, Crystal Fountain Park invites you to say I do in a place where history whispers around every corner. Surrounded by 28 acres of woods, meadows, illuminated trails, outdoor chapels, a tranquil reflection pond, and fire pit lounges. Whether planning a wedding, rehearsal dinner, or elegant gathering, Crystal Fountain Park blends historic elegance with modern flexibility and heartfelt service. Visit crystalfountainpark.com or call 419-576-1910 today to book your unforgettable moment. Fitz & Rider HVAC, keeping Northwest Ohio comfortable since 1955. Whether it's scorching summer heat or bitter winter cold, Fitz & Rider has your back with expert heating, cooling, and indoor air quality solutions for your residential and commercial needs. Need fast, reliable service? Call the local pros you can trust. Fitz & Rider HVAC. Give them a call today at 419-784-0828 or visit fitzandriderhvac.com for more info. Under the lights this Friday night. While your team is taking hits on the field, who's got your back off the field? At Batten Stevens Body Shop in Defiance, we tackle the toughest repairs, from fender benders to full collision restoration. Our iCar Gold Class team scores big on quality and service. Proudly serving Defiance County for over 40 years with certified technicians, advanced diagnostics, and lifetime warranties. We work with all major insurance providers. Batten Stevens Body Shop, the home team when your car takes a hit. Visit us at battenstevens.com or call 419-497-3111. ESN Sports is your go-to business for purchasing uniforms, equipment, spiritwear, and anything else your athletic program needs, giving you more time to impact lives in the field. With over 1,200 sales professionals who live, work, and serve in the community, you're always just a short drive or phone call away. Be sure to give your local sales rep and Jim Garris a call for any of your athletic supply needs. Football season is here, and NW Sports has you covered like never before. Catch the NW Sports Podcast Football Edition every week as we break down local matchups, give our predictions, and talk all things high school football. And don't miss the NW Sports radio football broadcast, bringing you the action live from the sidelines all season long. Plus, stay connected 24/7 with up-to-date scores, highlights, and exclusive content. Like, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube so you never miss a play. NW Sports, your home for local football coverage your way. When it comes to your financial future, you deserve a partner who listens, understands, and helps you plan with confidence. Melissa Stockman, CHFC, Chartered Financial Consultant, and Financial Advisor with Edward Jones & Bryan, is here to help you navigate life's big moments, from saving for college to planning for retirement, protecting your family's future. As a Chartered Financial Consultant, Melissa has advanced training to create customized strategies tailored to your unique goals and circumstances. At Edward Jones, she takes the time to get to know you, your goals, your dreams, and your priorities, then builds a personalized plan to help you reach them step by step. It's not about quick fixes, it's about long-term relationships and real results. Take control of your financial future today. Call Melissa Stockman at 419-633-0647 or visit her office at 130 North Main Street in Bryan. Melissa Stockman, your goals, your future, your partner in planning. Need quality concrete work or reliable hauling? Call DeLarber Concrete and Hauling. We handle it all. Flat work, pole barn floors, driveways, patios, and stamped concrete that turns heads. We also haul stone, mulch, and dirt delivered right to your project. Big or small, we've got you covered. Call Josh today for your free estimate at 419-576-0401. That's 419-576-0401. DeLarber Concrete and Hauling. Solid work delivered. Nestled in the heart of Sherwood, Ohio, Crystal Fountain Park invites you to say I do, in a place where history whispers around every corner. Surrounded by 28 acres of woods, meadows, illuminated trails, outdoor chapels, a tranquil reflection pond, and fire pit lounges. Whether planning a wedding, rehearsal dinner, or elegant gathering, Crystal Fountain Park blends historic elegance with modern flexibility and heartfelt service. Visit crystalfountainpark.com or call 419-576-1910 today to book your unforgettable moment. Fitzenreiter HVAC, keeping Northwest Ohio comfortable since 1955. Whether it's scorching summer heat or bitter winter cold, Fitzenreiter has your back with expert heating, cooling, and indoor air quality solutions for your residential and commercial needs. Need fast, reliable service? Call the local pros you can trust. Fitzenreiter HVAC. Give them a call today at 419-784-0828 or visit fitzenreiterhvac.com for more info. Under the lights this Friday night. While your team is taking hits on the field, who's got your back off the field? At Batten Stevens Body Shop in Defiance, we tackle the toughest repairs, from fender benders to full collision restoration. Our iCar Gold Class team scores big on quality and service. Proudly serving Defiance County for over 40 years, with certified technicians, advanced diagnostics, and lifetime warranties. We work with all major insurance providers. Batten Stevens Body Shop, the home team when your car takes a hit. Visit us at battenstevens.com or call 419-497-3111. BSN Sports is your go-to business for purchasing uniforms, equipment, spiritwear, and anything else your athletic program needs, giving you more time to impact lives on the field. With over 1,200 sales professionals who live, work, and serve in your community, you're always just a short drive or phone call away. Be sure to give your local sales rep and Jim Garris a call for any of your athletic supply needs. Football season is here, and NW Sports has you covered like never before. Catch the NW Sports Podcast Football Edition every week as we break down local matchups, give our predictions, and talk all things high school football. And don't miss the NW Sports radio football broadcast, bringing you the action live from the sidelines all season long. Plus, stay connected 24/7 with up-to-date scores, highlights, and exclusive content. Like, subscribe, and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube so you never miss a play. NW Sports, your home for local football coverage your way.
Back at the field in Napoleon, Ohio, 35-0. Napoleon Wildcats over the Southview Cougars. Coach, what do you got for stats today?
So as Matt said, it is 35-0 in favor of Napoleon, who have 13 first downs compared to 6 for Southview. The big stat right now for the night, 24 carries, 266 yards for Napoleon, 14 for 16 for Sylvania Southview. Passing-wise, 37 for Napoleon on 4 of 6 passing by Parsons for the 37 yards and a touchdown, 13-yard touchdown pass. And then Hesse for Southview, 11 of 18 with a pick for only 79 yards. So definitely, as an air raid offense, definitely low numbers in that respect. But so far, Napoleon has racked up 303 yards of total offense in that first half and has held Southview to 95. And so right now, for Sylvania, definitely, you look at the stats and 2 of 8 on third down. That right there stands out, where you can't convert on third down. You've already put yourself in a big hole because of that. So then looking at some more individual stats, MacArthur does have 25 yards on 8 carries, and Dede Loggins on the fumble had 6 yards on his carry. Adam LaPlace has 7 catches for 38 yards, and Gurley has 2 for 38. Now, on the rushing side for Napoleon, wow. Hunter Girl, 9 carries, 152 yards, 2 touchdowns. George Eggers, 12 carries, 98 yards, 2 touchdowns. And I think you got some news on Mr. Eggers there at the halftime, Matt?
Yes, he needs 2 touchdowns to become Napoleon's all-time leading scorer. So 2 more touchdowns will give him 36 for his career. The Napoleon record is 35. Will we see him in the second half, or will they save him for next week's homecoming game?
It is homecoming. It'd be a good thing to save that for the home fans then, too.
Yep, so 2.
And then receiving, Saucer got 2 catches for 23 yards and a touchdown. Corona's got 1 catch for 8 yards, and Sarragan 1 catch, 6 yards. And then, like I said, it's been all Napoleon in this first half.
Yeah, the Southview came in giving up 30 points a game and giving up 290 yards per game. Per game,
for sure.
Napoleon has that at the half.
Matt, I think you got the area scores, and I definitely am interested in hearing on what's going on in the game of the week, though, this week, because I'm definitely excited to hear what's going on there.
All right, we're going to start out. Wapakoneta, Van Wert. Wapakoneta 28, Van Wert 14. Most of these scores are at the half. This one's the third quarter. Crestview, Mr. Braxton Leith, 21. Jefferson, 0. That's at the half. Bowling Green, 14. Springfield, 14. Here's one for you, Coach. Lima Senior Spartans, 56. Woodard, 6.
As to be expected, it is homecoming down there in Lima tonight.
You know what that means on Monday? Happy students.
Oh, hopefully.
Fremont Ross, 14. Toledo Scott, 18 in the third quarter.
Wow, interesting there. Toledo Scott, definitely a surprising T-Cal team this year.
In the big game, the NWO game of the week, Liberty Center 20, Patrick Henry 0 at the half.
And I'm shocked that Cal Schrader and that Patrick Henry offensive line haven't even put points on the board yet. I guess that speaks to how, we know how good Liberty Center is, but that just speaks to how good, Liberty Center has been, as well as, maybe the injury to Reed Krieger is definitely making an impact.
Yep. Now we do got Edgerton 27, Ayersville 6, Evergreen 21, Bryan 17. We had a game
close
there.
One there.
Columbus Grove 35, Allen East 7.
Homecoming there too.
Archbold 51, Swanton 0, Delta 10, Wauseon 0.
Opening kickoff.
Got a decent return.
Takes ball out to the 45-yard line.
So remember, Southview won to toss and elected to kick off, so they got the kickoff there. Another big game of the weekend, Coach. Paulding 24, Fairview 16 at the half.
That was going to be, we talked about how that was going to be a close game. So after last week with Paulding, Paulding must have definitely cleaned up some stuff. Hopefully gave Cooper the ball a little bit more running the football.
Yep, Wayne Trace 28, Hicksville 14. Defiance 14, Shawnee 12.
Another shocker tonight.
So here we go. Jack Sets took snap, handoff.
MacArthur.
Yep, MacArthur up middle. Got a few.
Wondering where that was in the first half, because right there, that was just a quick hitting 5-yard pop run. That's a run that they had to have in the first half, and they didn't get it. And now here we are in the second half. You got a running clock against you, and now your backs are against the wall to even just make sure that you don't have the embarrassment of that running clock.
Yep. So here we go, second down 5. Ball on the 50. Jackson Hesse takes a snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to run right, try and get to the outside. He got there. 7-8 yard gain. Nice run.
And
got out of
flag
bounds.
down. That's a mental mistake by Southview there. Number 76 out there. Alex Jensen just threw his defender out onto the sidelines, and that's what they're going to get the call for. But right there, that was a good creative play by Southview. They ran an inverted veer there where he's reading the defense end. If the defense end crashes, he hands, but the defense end stayed home. And so he kept the ball, and good moves there to try to pick up the first down. Just a shame that we, again, had another Southview mental error there.
Yeah, they've shot themselves in the foot quite a few times.
And it's just disappointing, because this is, again, I talked about this in the opener, and I talked about this throughout the first half. This was a game that you had circled to say, this is our get right week. This is the week that we're getting back on track in NLL Cardinal Division.
Yep.
This is the week that we're going to start saying, hey, Southview is back. And now here we are. We're down 35-0 with a running clock. And I look over on that Southview sidelines right now. To be honest, Matt, there's a lot of heads down. And that right there is just a sign that this is just a team that just is still looking for answers.
Yeah, and we talked about, with Eggers being back, and if they would have had him those one game, the loss of Jackson Augustiniak, I don't think it's a 35-point loss.
No.
But having that leader, having that great player out there in the field.
But not only were they missing Augustiniak, but they were also missing their starting center and senior captain, Shepard, as well. And those two senior captains right there, I mean, they hope to at least get him back before week 8, they're saying.
Yeah.
But right now for Southview, you got to hope maybe back next week for their week 7 matchup next week against Fremont Ross. But I guess to ease them back into the start game would probably be a good idea. Just because, again, Toledo City League team, they should be a team that you roll over. Now, Start is one of the better teams in the TCAL. So wondering then if that's the case, that's a good competition to lead into Bowling Green, Springfield, gain some momentum moving back into the offseason. Because this is a young team for Southview. Don't get me wrong. They have a lot of juniors, a lot of sophomores getting playing time right now. A lot of players out in general for this program.
All right, so here we go. 1st and 29, ball on the 25. Hesse takes a snap. He's in trouble. He's rolling. He got it to lapel. About a 5-6 yard gain.
And if you're Hesse right now in the second half, you're down 35-0. Yes, I know you need to make plays. I know you want to make plays for your team. But right now is the time to start building that, pocket awareness and start letting it just rip. Right there on that play, he double hitched and questioned and hesitated where he was going to throw the ball. And granted, it was a 6-7 yard gain here, but he could have picked up 10 to 12 if he didn't hitch and made a good decisive throw over the middle.
Yep. So here we go. Handoff, going nowhere.
And I'll tell you what, Zach Barton was in that backfield pretty quick there.
Yep.
He was blitzing untouched.
Yep. The stat or the line was wrong a little bit ago. It said 2nd 29. It was because that last play was 3rd and 4. I was wondering how they got a penalty that far back. So 3rd and 4 from the 31, 35-0, Napoleon up. Running clock, 7:30 to go in the 3rd quarter.
And if you're Southview, you got to find something on offense right now. Just something to get you in the next week saying, you know what? I feel good about the things that we're doing.
First down, Adam LaPlaw.
Because right now I see very unimaginative play calling. I feel like it was a very vanilla game plan going into tonight. And I think that's what really has cost Southview is there's not been anything dialed up in terms of explosiveness besides the first play of the ball game.
Yep. Correction, that was Lance Lucio on the reception. LaPlaw is down here on the bottom side. We got Southview going from right to left. Down 35, just looking for some life, looking for some positive plays. Hesse and shotgun, flag on the play.
I think they had 2 guys in motion here.
So flag against Southview. That's going to march them back.
And so right there, that's another where you picked up something positive and you turned it around and turned it into a negative because you're playing undisciplined football right there. Those are those mental errors that good football teams stamp out early, and to be quite frank, bad teams continue to ride those throughout the season.
So it's 1st and 15 at the 32. Seems like we're going the wrong way. Handoff. Nope. He's going to fake it. He's going to go up the middle. 5-6 yard gain.
And there was a quarterback read there, and those are calls that in the first half we could have made to possibly put ourselves in a better position in the second half, and we didn't. And then there was time where you could run that quarterback play there and find a way to get Napoleon on their heels, but you've done nothing to do that.
Yep. Checking in the game now right now, Coach. 73 Jack Kramer, senior. He's 6'6", 304 pounds.
Yeah, he's been in the game a couple times, and he has definitely been playing over the center and the left guard here, Alex Jensen, and he's dominating. I mean, he only plays about 1 or 2 snaps a drive, but he's definitely been making the most in making sure he does his job as a defensive lineman. Because as a defensive lineman, your job is to take on as many blockers as you can to make sure your linebackers make plays. And I'm going to tell you what, right now, he is doing his job today, ladies and gentlemen. He is over that nose guard, taking up 2-3 blockers a play.
We got Adam LaPlace open. Nice catch. Went out of bounds, 41, 42-yard line.
Nice little rollout play there. Little disappointed to see that LaPlace was the only receiver in the region where, maybe give him, if you're going to roll out, give him a half field read. And in that case, you got to put at least 2 receivers in his vision, because if you're not putting receivers in his vision, he's only got one guy to throw to. And I think that's where a lot of the mistakes come to, because he just doesn't have the vision then to see that there's more than one receiver out on the football field.
Yep. So 4th and 1, ball on the 46. Big snap.
Oh,
he falls down. That was an odd one. But down he went. No, nobody around him.
Now, I will say there are times where, down there on that turf, getting in the second half and it gets dark out, condensation does form out on the field. So I can see him maybe slipping over that turf a little bit.
So the big question is going to be, are we going to see Mr. George Eggers? And I'm going to say, is he out there?
I'm looking for number 6 in the huddle. Have not seen him yet. Still looking, though. I see Grohl. Yep, Eggers is in the backfield.
Yep, so here we go.
That's the halfback.
1st and 10 from the 40.
And they give it to him.
Eggers with the ball up the middle, broke 1, 2, 3 tackles, pulled down by 4 guys.
Now, since they said that he needs 1 to tie, I can see him getting the 1 to tie tonight then, and then breaking it next week.
Yeah.
And having a big celebration at homecoming.
I mean, selfishly, I wouldn't mind seeing him break it tonight. So hopefully he's got
yeah, that is true.
Hopefully he's got an aunt from Minnesota here that's watching him play, and he wants to break it in front of her. So 1st and 10 on the 29. Napoleon 35, Southview 0, 2:47 to go. 3rd quarter. Parsons under center. Take snap, hand off to Grohl up the middle. He's going nowhere. They got him.
Hey, they ran that quick hitting dive, and Southview had an answer to stop it that time.
Yep, looks like that was Day.
So I'm glad they're making some reads there.
The Day didn't look bad. They only gave him 1 run. He fumbled.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm sure he's somewhat in the doghouse on that one, but the run was good.
Yeah, looking at Day Loggins there, that's a kid that you could build around. He's a junior. He's 6'1", 225. That's a big boy.
Yeah, he's solid, and he looked quick.
Yeah. One thing I was mentioning about that, you remember a couple weeks ago we had that little birdie tell us that Patrick Henry had the best offensive line in the area. And, I'm watching this Napoleon offensive line tonight, and I know, Napoleon is a bigger school in a bigger conference, but this Napoleon offensive line looks like it's the best in the region, to be completely honest with you, Matt, because, granted, there's some big boys, and those are some big boys that are moving some boys.
Yeah, and the running backs are really good. There's no doubt there. But
the thing that I've noticed, though, is unless Southview already has a guy that's blitzing in the backfield and gets through, there's not a guy touching us.
Yep.
It's 2-3 yards before they're even getting to him. And that's why they've been able to pick up 6, 7, 8 yards on most run plays tonight, because the offensive line is getting them 2-3 before Eggers or Kroll's even being touched.
Yeah, when Grohl had that 86-yard touchdown, he wasn't touched.
No, and then that speaks to the volumes of how well this offensive line is playing tonight.
Yeah, we got a player down in the field.
And so while we're sorting that out, we'll take a quick timeout to get our sponsors in, and then we will talk to you, see what's going on with the timeout after this.
Need quality concrete work or reliable hauling? Call DeLarber Concrete and Hauling. We handle it all. Flat work, pole barn floors, driveways, patios, and stamped concrete that turns heads. We also haul stone, mulch, and dirt delivered right to your project. Big or small, we've got you covered. Call Josh today for your free estimate at 419-576-0401. That's 419-576-0401. DeLarber Concrete and Hauling. Solid work delivered. You're listening to all the action on NWO Sports Radio.
And we're back in Napoleon, 35-0. 65. Braylon Poulter was the injured guy. He walked off the field of his own power, so hopefully all's good there, no issues.
They put big number 72, Troy Barton, in the center now. Unbalanced line here.
So here we go, under center. Pitch out to Eggers. He's going left. Breaks inside. Taken down at the 20-yard line.
Now that we know that Eggers is going for the school record, I mean, I feel like every time Eggers touches the ball now, he could go.
And I just turned into a big George Eggers fan.
yeah, you too.
Now I am curious, and we don't have this information, who does hold the record for Napoleon?
That is something that our guys from Napoleon here are working on getting us the answer to that.
What would you say was 125-year history?
Yeah, that's what they say on all their shirts.
Yeah, so I mean, was it some guy in 1913 that
could be?
Now there's another player down in the field.
Yeah, there's a Southview player. We'll get that sorted out, and after this quick commercial break, we'll find out what's going on down there.
Under the lights this Friday night. While your team is taking hits on the field, who's got your back off the field? At Batt & Stevens Body Shop in Defiance, we tackle the toughest repairs, from fender benders to full collision restoration. Our iCar Gold Class team scores big on quality and service. Proudly serving Defiance County for over 40 years, with certified technicians, advanced diagnostics, and lifetime warranties. We work with all major insurance providers. Batt & Stevens Body Shop, the home team when your car takes a hit. Visit us at batandstevens.com or call 419-497-3111. ESN Sports is your go-to business for purchasing uniforms, equipment, spiritwear, and anything else your athletic program needs, giving you more time to impact lives in the field. With over 1,200 sales professionals who live, work, and serve in your community, you're always just a short drive or phone call away. Be sure to give your local sales rep and Jim Garris a call for any of your athletic supply needs.
All right, and we're back now. That was number 16, Michael. Oh, that was Napoleon, sorry. Johnny Milcarrick, the injured Cougar. Sorry, couldn't pronounce that name. He is 6 foot, 173-pound defense end there. Looks like it was a lower leg injury, so hopefully he's better.
Yeah, we're curious to who holds the record. So if anybody would happen to know and you're watching YouTube, leave it in the chat.
Yeah, throw in that live chat. We'll go ahead and let them know. And I heard the PA talking about this. This has been these facilities and this whole experience here has been great at Napoleon. At the concession
absolutely.
stands, I mean, I don't know if you noticed that, but not only did they have fresh hot dogs, hamburgers, and brats, but they had
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, they had Chick-fil-A sandwiches. They had crumble cookie.
Yep, they got a little fan shop down there where you can get your T-shirts and hats, sweatshirts. So here we go, 4th and 2.
This has been definitely a cool experience here at Napoleon.
Yeah, good people. We first got here tonight. Andy Ham, the athletic director, really good guy. I asked him, just a couple questions, and he told me that Miss Terry up here would take care of us, and she has. Yeah, she's over there. We had brats and meatballs and cookies. And,
homemade ketchups and mustards and some sauerkraut too. The bratwursts were you told me.
Sattler, Tenora. His daughter Lauren was an outstanding track runner, cross country, went to state multiple times, won every invitational. Yep, she was a great runner, and I do not remember his first name, but he was a great guy.
And I'll tell you, that was probably one of the better bratwursts I've ever had too.
Yeah, that was really good.
And I consider myself a big foodie, so that's definitely impressive to hear.
Yeah, good people here in Napoleon. And just a little bit ago, the girls' head basketball coach, he just walked by us, and we told him, hey, you had a great year a couple years ago, and you guys had those undefeated seasons, won one state championship, should have won two, but thanks COVID. But he's like, yep, good players made me look good. So a little modesty there. So here we go, 4th and 2, 6 seconds to go. Hand off to Mr. Eggers. Looks like
barrels through for the first down.
Looks like he got the 2 yards. And in typical George Eggers fashion, he had to carry 3 guys with him. So that's the end of the third quarter. 35-0, Napoleon Wildcats over the Southview Cougars.
And they've been on top just this entire game. And I wonder, are they going to try to just have them punch it in here to open up the fourth? Or are they going to let the JVs play? I mean, it looks like they're going to let them play, but I guess we'll find out after this commercial break.
When it comes to your financial future, you deserve a partner who listens, understands, and helps you plan with confidence. Melissa Stockman, CHFC Chartered Financial Consultant and Financial Advisor with Edward Jones and Bryan, is here to help you navigate life's big moments, from saving for college to planning for retirement to protecting your family's future. As a chartered financial consultant, Melissa has advanced training to create customized strategies tailored to your unique goals and circumstances. At Edward Jones, she takes the time to get to know you, your goals, your dreams, and your priorities, then builds a personalized plan to help you reach them step by step. It's not about quick fixes, it's about long-term relationships and real results. Take control of your financial future today. Call Melissa Stockman at 419-633-0647 or visit her office at 130 North Main Street in Bryan. Melissa Stockman listening to this reaction on future team is taking hits on the field. Who's got your back?
And here we go.
Start of the
looks
fourth
like we're
quarter.
going to leave.
We tackle the toughest repairs, from fender benders.
We're going to leave Mr. Eggers in to try to get that touchdown.
Sorry, pressed the wrong button.
There was a handoff to Hayden Grohl, who ran ahead for 5 yards.
I'll tell you what, if you're Coach Sweary, I'm trying to give the ball to Eggers on every down, get him the touchdown here to tie it, get my JV guys ready to go, and call it a day.
And then if you're the JV guy and you break off a long run, you slide down at the 1 and let Eggers punch it in.
There we go.
Just so we can say,
let us watch it.
Okay, so here we go. 2nd and 5, ball on 13, 11-11 to go. Will George Eggers tie
Last time
the
they did
school
the
record.
shift, they did a double lead here.
Here we go.
Yep, double lead.
Eggers with the ball, right side. He's like a bus.
Yeah, he is. He's definitely bumbling, stumbling, and rumbling down there, isn't he?
He was stopped 2.5, 3 yards into his run, and the run ends with a 7-yard gain.
Now, in the chat here, somebody said that the record holder may be Brad Weaver. So
Brad Weaver. Brad Weaver, where are you at? We need confirmation.
We'll double check that, and we'll let you know on that if we get an answer here by the end of this football game.
Yeah, to be fair, we got all the Napoleon guys on the other side of us, and they are trying to figure it out. So here we go. 1st and 6. George Eggers is number 6.
I'm expecting the double lead here, right to Eggers.
6-yard gain for number. Nope, they're all over. Oh, he's going to pull them in, guys.
Oh, he's just going to.
Oh, my goodness.
There he goes.
George Eggers just scored a touchdown, carrying.
And there's another flag down, another personal foul.
And then a completely silly foul on Napoleon. He just threw the Southview guy who was 10 yards away from the play, and the play was done.
I saw Eggers have 2 Southview defenders on his back as 2 other guys were trying to take out his legs, and he still gets into the end zone. What a running back this Eggers is.
Well, congratulations, George Eggers, on 35 career touchdowns.
Impressive career from this Eggers boy. But like they were saying, he's a better wrestler than he's a football player. But as I'm watching him play football, I'm like thinking like he can go to the next level and be a good football player.
If he's a better wrestler than football player, then he might be in the Olympic team.
Hey,
because what we're seeing tonight is.
I'd love to hear about him in the 2028 LA games.
So here we go for the extra point.
Hey, but that special record-tying touchdown was brought to you by Edward Jones and Melissa Stockman.
See if we can jinx them here, but their kicking games look pretty good all night.
Yeah, Mallory is definitely doing a good job with the extra points tonight. But he is a dedicated kicker. Not a lot of teams that we've covered have a dedicated kicker.
I mean, look at him. I think, for the extra points that he's had,
effortless.
He'd be good from probably 30, 40 yards.
Yeah.
I mean,
he does have one this season. He kicked one field goal this season from 31 yards, and he's now currently 16 of 19 for his PATs this season.
Yeah, and that's important. We were in Wasion week 1. We talked about Wasion, how it might be the greatest team ever. They won a state championship that year by kicking a field goal.
Yeah.
So, all right, 42-0 Napoleon over Southview. Oh, boy. So, we need to also say congratulations to Brad Weaver, I guess, for holding the record.
Yeah.
So, Coach, I think we both have a lot of respect for Coach Hardy.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like great coach, cares about his kids. He's a very optimistic, positive guy.
Even when I've talked to other coaches about the Southview program and Coach Hardy, I've heard nothing but good things about Coach Hardy. So, I guess the question is, where do you go from here?
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you. Back when you were still coaching, when you went into a game knowing, hey, we should win this game, or we could win this game, and then you just get the doors blown off you. How do you regroup? What do you do as a coach to get yourself in the mental frame? Because you got to get your kids back in the mental frame. But how do you get yourself and then the team back to where you need to be?
Well, for you, it's got to be a quick turnaround. I mean, it does. I know going back, like I'd only watch the game film honestly Friday night, and then right after the game when it gets posted on Huddle, or if I'm posting on Huddle myself, or like maybe one or two times, and after that I'm done. By Sunday morning, this week is done, and I'm on to next week. And I'd even say Saturday afternoon, I'm already on to the next week. And as a coach, you almost have to have that 24-hour rule or less rule yourself and get this one behind you, because again, you have another game next week and another winnable game next week that if you show up to play, you'll be all right. But I mean, we didn't do that tonight, obviously. But then as a player, you have to, number one, your senior leadership's got to come through here. This is where are your senior leaders actually leaders? And if they're not, well, what upperclassman's going to step up and be that leader? Because there has to be somebody to say, look, guys, we just got our doors kicked in last game. I'm not trying to get my door kicked in again by a team that we should have played well and beat.
Yep.
And so going into practice next week, that's where you gotta definitely focus as a team and maybe work more on that idea of being able to focus and come together more as a team rather than maybe working on some of that. Because right now I'm looking at it like fundamentally there hasn't been too many mistakes in those terms. I mean, there have been some plays like right now, slow snap, create a slow play, but now we picked up some yardage against the JVs. No, this is JV versus JV, isn't it? No, I think Jesse's still in the game, isn't it?
That was LaPlaw was a catch.
Well, the Napoleon JV defense is in the game.
All right, Coach, I did a little digging here.
Okay.
Brad Weaver was a 5'9", 165-pound running back. Pretty good.
Yeah.
He might hold the school record, but we know dads are always better.
Yeah.
Dads are always better. His let me find that stat here. Takes a snap, runs up the middle. MacArthur tackled at 35-yard line. Tom Weaver was Brad's dad.
Mm-hmm.
He also played for Napoleon, ran for 3,164 yards in his career.
So he himself had a very nice career for Napoleon.
Woo.
Apple doesn't fall far from the tree then.
Yep. And Brad's grandfather, Pep, also played for Napoleon.
Wow, 3-generation athlete, huh? Wow. Well, then I'm assuming Mr. Weaver, is going to have a son here playing for the 4th generation of Wildcats then.
Well, let's look at the roster. We got one on here. Not seeing a Weaver.
No, not yet.
Coming soon.
So here's Southview. They're actually moving the ball in this Napoleon JV defense. So, granted, you're playing JV defense, but at least you're picking up, some positives out of this. You're able to move the ball, but
swing pass out to the left.
But I think right now you're too over reliant on the screen game, which granted, you've picked up some yardage, but you never worked on misdirecting it. And I think that's what hurt. And then in the run game, your runs were so slow developing in the first half that Napoleon was able to stomp it out almost before the handoff even came. And so if you're Southview, that's, I think, something that you need to focus on is what quick game can I play for my athletes to get them into space and make plays.
Get around there, young man. Oh, I was hoping he got in there. Got down to the 3-yard line. Adam LaPlaw, 42-0, 5:20 to go.
Almost 5 minutes already. Wow.
Yeah, these running clocks, they fly.
I didn't even look up. Hey, there's another flag on the play. Having a tough time signaling this one.
This might have been the game for Missy to sponsor flags because we've had a lot of them.
Yeah, I haven't seen this many penalties so far this season as I have this one. And I don't think, like I said, I don't think it's as much as both teams are playing sloppy, as much as just that, that extra grab or that extra hold has pushed it to that point. And I wonder, Napoleon was backing up, so I wonder if maybe they're calling this on them. And if they are, I wonder what this call could be. We'll see what the head ref has to say in a second. There we go. We're getting it cleared up.
Personal foul. Offense, number 75. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 75. Offense. He's ejected at the second.
So
wow. So Napoleon was moving like the penalty was on them, and they called a personal and an ejection there. They ejected number 75, Dean Anning, from the game.
Yep, got to control your emotions, young man. It's just a game.
Now, if I remember correctly, and maybe you can fix this for me, they changed the rule that if you get ejected, you're suspended for 20% of your game's play from here on out.
Ooh, I don't know if it's 20. I thought it was the first half of next week since it's.
I'll get some fact checked on that, but I'm pretty sure.
Exactly
I'm pretty sure it's a 20% thing if you get ejected. I thought I heard a coaching friend of mine say that.
Holy cow, coach! They were 1st and 10 from the 15. They were about to score to put something in this game, something positive to walk out with. It's now going to be second.
Well,
it should be 2nd and 45.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They called 2 personal fouls there on Mr. Dean Anning there, and it backed him up 30 yards because one was during the play, and then the other one was after the play.
Yep, they were on the 5-yard line. It would have been
first and goal.
Now it's 1st and 40.
No. They had the ball at the 15, Matt. Okay. But I'm wondering, is it because they had the personal foul after the play that? Because I thought both of them are unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, they're talking about it right now, so something might change.
Because I know they called one as a dead ball after the play, the second one. But the first one, I thought they did not. So, yeah, they were right. They were right in putting 30 yards there because one, again, was during the play and the other one wasn't.
Liberty Center still up big on Patrick Henry, 35-6.
They're missing Reed Krieger. I'm telling you, Patrick Henry's missing Reed Krieger.
Archibald Blue Streaks are absolutely on fire, 72-6. Granted, it's Swanton, and they're not world beaters.
Well, we're going to get an up close look at them next week.
Here we go. Pass out the. Hey, he's gone. Oh, he got him.
One man to beat, and he didn't beat him.
Was that LaPlaw again?
Yep.
Yep. LaPlaw cut a swing pass out to the left and ran. Got a good 20 yards off that.
Yeah, next week we're going to watch the Archibald Blue Streaks against Wasion.
Well, unfortunately, I will not be here next week.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
My son is a senior. He is on the homecoming court. So congratulations to Brennan Janney, my boy. So I'm going to go there, and
I hope he wins homecoming king.
we'll see. He's just happy to be on it.
That I can understand.
And the two other kids, Liam McMaster and Abram Jimenez, are two of his good friends, and both, though I know all three. I know the other two are great kids.
Yeah.
Yep. So Logan will be here in next week. So
Well, can't take your place.
Logan's about 6'6", 270.
Yeah, he can.
No fat on this guy, all muscle. He can do about whatever he wants.
That's probably true.
So here we go. 1st and 4.
They picked this up. They had a great pass to Dykus on that last play.
MacArthur up the middle, touchdown. Touchdown.
And there was some struggle getting that ball actually across the goal line. But I'm happy to say that Southview scored a touchdown and broke the shutout with another touchdown brought to you by Edward Jones and Melissa Stockman.
There we go.
So with 3:20 left to play, the shutout's gone. But like we've said before, it's not under 30. So since it's not under 30,
Yep.
running clock's still on. And it runs also now during conversions as well. So now the clock won't stop again until after this play, and then they'll restart when they deem it ready to play at the kickoff.
Yep. 2:50 on the clock.
Going for 2.
Gonna go for 2 because why not? And he's got it.
Just a simple,
Just for LaPlaw.
yeah, just a simple out route there, similar to what Clemson won, like, what is it, the 2016 national title on? Just a quick little slick pass out there.
Hunter Renfro pass.
Yep.
Now, if you're an upperclassman at Napoleon, how much crap are you going to give these younger guys for giving up your shutout?
I mean, you got to be upset because you worked so hard all game to pitch that shutout and played so hard, and now here you are, and the JV guys come in and ruin your shutout.
Yeah.
But it's all in good fun because if you're winning this big, that means good things definitely happen today.
Hey, Shawnee's come back to go up 22-14 on Defiance.
Good for them.
Tenora, 2012 on Antwerp. That was kind of a surprise. Thought Tenora would win by a little more than that.
You say Tenora was up?
Yep. Columbus Grove, 49-0 over Jefferson. The game I'm most curious about now is Paulding and Fairview. Paulding's up 24-16. So,
and that's all honestly a surprising score because Will Zedike has been starting to definitely heat up now, and watching that Paulding defense last week, I'm assuming Jalen Mann's been all over the field causing some havoc for Zedike.
Yeah, man. I mean, Mans was impressive last week,
wasn't he? I mean, to be honest with you, we had 2 games of Patrick Henry's, and I think he made more plays last week against Ayersville than what Grant Smith did in 2 games. And Grant Smith played some lesser competition. Well, no, they both played Ayersville.
Yep.
Now granted, Ayersville kind of, got the door kicked in a little bit.
Yeah.
But still, you didn't hear Grant Smith as much as you heard Jalen Mans last week.
No, Jalen Mans was up. But to be fair, I think Jalen Mans kind of lined up as a linebacker, a safety, cornerback.
Yeah.
Grant's up there in the line.
Yeah, he was definitely a moving piece.
I will say when Grant Smith caught that, 20-yard touchdown, That looked like a train in motion that nobody was going to stop.
Oh no, I don't even think they wanted to play defense on him in that route.
As hard as Mr. Eggers has ran tonight, I think Grant Smith running the ball would scare me more.
Oh yeah, if I had Grant Smith coming at me, yeah, I think so. But I'm still impressed with the way Eggers runs that football. He runs it hard.
So here we go, minute 44 to go.
Oh no,
Got Napoleon youngsters in there to see if they can make one last final drive, but clock's ticking fast. So,
but right now, you're Napoleon. 1:30 left on the clock right now. You're just happy, you got the victory. You only need about 2 or 3 more plays really to run. So just, run your couple base plays and let's get out of here.
Let's see if oh my goodness, Seth Weaver. There is a Weaver. Seth Weaver,
the quarterback in the game right now,
a 5'10" freshman. So there's the next great Napoleon football player because he has no choice. He's a Weaver.
Well, I'm assuming is that Brad's kid then?
Don't know.
If anybody has any information, let us know.
I feel like at this point we should have had Brad Weaver up here with us to do a special guest appearance.
But I will have to say, Matt, this was our first NLL game. Not his kid. We were told not his kid in the chat.
Oh, okay.
But this was our first NLL game, and
fumbled, picked it right back up.
I know the score was a little bit lopsided, but you definitely saw a school tonight, 2 schools that were definitely like eager to come out.
Yep.
The crowd was big tonight.
Yep.
And definitely nice to see bigger schools.
And I will say, I'm not going to disrespect all the other schools, but Napoleon and Southview, their bands were the best 2 bands we've seen. They were really good.
Yeah, they were pretty good bands.
I got here early and I saw the band leader for Napoleon like yelling at his, not in a mean way, but yelling at his kids, like getting them ready. So well done.
Cool to see. Hey, that's going to take us to the end of the game. And your final score, the Napoleon Wildcats 42, the Southview Cougars 8. We're going to take a short commercial break. We'll wrap things up for you, and we'll get you out of here.
When it comes to your financial future, you deserve a partner who listens, understands, and helps you plan with confidence. Melissa Stockman, CHFC Chartered Financial Consultant and Financial Advisor with Edward Jones and Bryan, is here to help you navigate life's big moments, from saving for college to planning for retirement and protecting your family's future. As a Chartered Financial Consultant, Melissa has advanced training to create customized strategies tailored to your unique goals and circumstances. At Edward Jones, she takes the time to get to know you, your goals, your dreams, and your priorities, then builds a personalized plan to help you reach them step by step. It's not about quick fixes, it's about long-term relationships and real results. Take control of your financial future today. Call Melissa Stockman at 419-633-0647 or visit her office at 130 North Main Street in Bryan. Melissa Stockman, your goals, your future, your partner in planning. That's a touchdown for true love. When it's time to celebrate the biggest win of your life, Crystal Fountain Park is the ultimate home field for your wedding day victory. From the first toast to the last dance, Crystal Fountain Park makes every moment a highlight reel finish. Great preparation leads to great victories and great weddings. Dates are booking fast. Score big for your dream wedding at crystalfountainpark.com. Crystal Fountain Park, where your love story takes the championship. Need quality concrete work or reliable hauling? Call DeLarber Concrete and Hauling. We handle it all. Flat work, pole barn floors, driveways, patios, and stamped concrete that turns heads. We also haul stone, mulch, and dirt delivered right to your project. Big or small, we've got you covered. Call Josh today for your free estimate at 419-576-0401. That's 419-576-0401. DeLarber Concrete and Hauling. Solid work delivered. Fitzenreiter HVAC, keeping Northwest Ohio comfortable since 1955. Whether it's scorching summer heat or bitter winter cold, Fitzenreiter has your back with expert heating, cooling, and indoor air quality solutions for your residential and commercial needs. Need fast, reliable service? Call the local pros you can trust. Fitzenreiter HVAC. Give them a call today at 419-784-0828 or visit fitzenreiterhvac.com for more info.
All right, back here in Napoleon. Final score. Coach?
So with that 42-8 final score that we had, Napoleon finished with 16 first downs to Southview's 11. 319 yards rushing for Napoleon, 31 for Southview. 173 yards passing then for Southview, 37 for Napoleon. So total yardage then, Napoleon, 356 yards of offense, 204 for Southview. Interesting enough, Napoleon did not have a kick return tonight. As well as they had the one interception for almost an interception for touchdown for 56 yards by Corona. Time of possession, Southview beat them 25-21 to 22-39. Third downs was the key here. Sylvania Southview was 3 of 10, while Napoleon was 3 of 5. And then getting to our individual stats, for Southview, MacArthur had 12 carries for 43 yards in the touchdown. And for Napoleon, Hunter Grohl, 11 carries, 158 yards, 2 touchdowns, including an 86-yarder. And George Eggers, 18 carries, 132 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And all 3 were needed again to tie that school record. Passing-wise, Hesse was 19 of 27 with the interception and 173 yards. And Parsons was 4 of 6 for 37 yards and a touchdown. LaPla was the leading receiver for Southview for 12 catches for 99 yards. And then receiving-wise for Napoleon, their leading receiver was Saucer, 2 catches, 23 yards. For Southview, Tucker definitely all over the place. We talked about him a lot tonight.
Yeah,
he actually had 7 total tackles tonight, along with Day Loggins had 5. And then for Napoleon, Barton had 9, Eggers had 6, including 1.5 sacks. Gergen had 1.5 sacks tonight. So big night for the Napoleon offensively and defensively. So then we were talking player of the game tonight, and we were thinking, we could give it to Eggers or Grohl for their accomplishments on the ground tonight in total yardage, but I think that Napoleon offensive line tonight.
Yeah, they were impressive.
I mean, all 5 guys, Spencer Durham, Josh Aguilar, Braylon Polder, Lucas Gherkin, Tristan Mertz, all 5 of those guys, they opened up so many holes, and they were touching Sylvania guys, and Eggers and Grohl weren't getting touched until 2, 3, 4 yards downfield. So credit to our player of the game this week, which is, again, that Napoleon offensive line.
Yep, well deserved. Well deserved. We're going to run through some area scores for you real quick. We got Lima Senior 63-6. Springfield 20, Bowling Green 14, Wapakoneta 14, Van Wert 28, Crestview 35, Jefferson 0. We're just curious if Leith had 5 touchdowns. Fremont Ross 41, Toledo Scott 0. Edgerton bounces back from a loss last week, 48-27 over Ayersville. Ayersville still looking for their first win. Evergreen 41-31 over Bryan. That's a third quarter score. Liberty Center 35-6, fourth quarter over Patrick Henry. Columbus Grove 44-7. Delta 17-0 over Wauseon. Archbold, as we said earlier, 72-6. Eden 20, Ottawa Hills 12. Wayne Trace, we seen them, and we seen, the Stoller boy, Clay Stoller, the young quarterback. Can't remember his name, but was it Clay?
Yeah, it was a Clay.
And then they had Baumley at running back.
Yeah,
but 54-21. So
good win for that.
Good win. Shawnee, big comeback over Defiance, 34-14. Eastwood.
Wow, that was a big second half for Shawnee.
Yeah. Eastwood 34, Otsego 14, Sonora 35, Antwerp 12. Whiteford from Ottawa Lake, Michigan, 60-7 over Montpelier. Montpelier was looking decent. Then we got Columbus Grove. Whoops, that was last week. Columbus Grove 49, Jefferson 0.
Yeah, that was last week. Yeah. What about your striker? Who do they play tomorrow?
They play, I don't know. I scrolled back up, but right now I got third quarter down, but Paulding 30, Fairview 16.
Wow.
This would be a shocker.
Well, we talked last week that Paulding had the opportunity to win the GMC, and they were good enough to win the GMC. And in order to win the GMC, they had to beat the best. And in this case, it's definitely the Apaches.
Yep. But I would have been, I'm more surprised that Paulding's beaten Fairview like this than I am if Patrick Henry would have beat Wayne or Liberty Center.
Yep.
Just I thought Fairview was rolling. So we want to thank our sponsors this week.
And our sponsors this week, again, our title sponsor, as always, the wonderful Miss Alyssa Stockman. And then our partner sponsors, Crystal Fountain Park, the wedding event venue in Sherwood, Ohio, Fitz and Ryder HVAC in Defiance, Batten Stevens Body Shop, the collision repair specialist in Defiance, DeLarber Concrete and Hauling from Defiance, and then BSN, our sports apparel and our equipment needs with our local rep, Jim Gary's.
Yep, we want to thank the athletic director over here, Andy Ham, for setting us up and treating us great. Miss Terry up here, she helped us out all night. Appreciate her. The whole Napoleon staff was great. Coach Hardy, Coach Swery for
all their work in the pregame.
Yep. And then George Eggers, going to give him a shout out. 35 touchdowns, young man. One more homecoming next week. So
it's going to be an exciting homecoming then.
So great team win, but on a just an individual. Good job to him. And then lastly, the listeners,
you guys,
we appreciate you guys, and hopefully you had a little fun tonight. Again, next week, Archibald at Wauseon. Archibald's been hot, but we know Wauseon can do it.
Is that a big rivalry game up here?
I would say somewhat. I'm not sure who Archibald's number one rival is, but it might be.
Because I mean,
Wauseon.
The schools can't be too far away from each other.
They
right?
touch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, so there's definitely some bad blood then.
Yep. You go right from Archibald to Wauseon to Delta to Swanton. So
well, cool. Cannot wait. Sounds like it's going to be a great time. Going to miss you next week, Matt.
Yep. Like I said, I will be with my son at homecoming. So
we'll have fun doing that. Hope it's a safe night for everybody.
Yep. So from Napoleon, Ohio, Buckenheimer Field or Buckenmeyer Field, 42-8, Napoleon over Southview. We will see you next week.
See ya.